Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 129 of Tins and Gins. It's all four of us this week for the last week. Maybe in a couple of weeks we're going to be dotting about, maybe losing one or two members, not permanently, hopefully. But yeah, it'll be the last couple of weeks of us four. So yeah, cheers to that. Cheers to everyone. Hope everyone's had a good week.
Cheers, everyone.
And yeah, we don't really have a solid plan. Dax is eating fruit. Okay, good start.
Oh
good start.
man, that's some good shit. Holy shit.
We don't really have too much. Yeah, Philip Schofield's. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Yeah,
the man's a creep. All right.
Yeah. Did you see the interview with him this morning? It was fucking abhorrent. It was terrible.
Yeah.
What was fill me in because I am lost on this one.
So basically, he just came out and was like, pretty much, I'm going to kill myself. Like not like joking about it, but also like making light of the fact that he's pretty much just came out and like, if you guys don't stop. Like,
no, but I don't think Beardy understands like the whole backstory.
No,
of
yeah,
Schofield
yeah,
as well.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I did.
That's just the dude that came up and was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Basically, it was like a morning program presenter, not like news, but like it's like a couch show. You know, they sit on like Ellen, but not celebrity based or whatever, and they just like discuss like stupid things basically, and it's just like they have
the
guests
morning
on.
show.
It's like a morning show. I don't really know if America's like you've got This Morning in America. Is that like a news show though, or is that like
kind of yeah? It's like they do like different like little things and news. Yeah.
Yeah. So well, basically it's kind of like that then. And then one of the presenters has been found to like, well, he kind of covered up or was trying to cover up the fact that his brother was getting like in trials for like some sort of nonsense, and then he groomed a 15-year-old. So this is the presenter. He groomed a 15-year-old like showrunner, and was like, and taking him away and having an affair with him. Actually, something similar to it came out a couple of years ago, and he actually came out as gay because he's married with kids.
Yeah, but
or he was married with kids. But then it came to a whole head even more recently.
What do you think? I remember somebody said like the whole coming out as gay thing was actually kind of to distract from the fact of like who he was having an affair with.
Well, it's like Kevin Spacey when he came out.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Well, you've caught me like, you know, like being a fucking rapist, pretty much. Oh, but I'm gay, so like that's it.
And it was like,
was
oh,
a whole
congrats.
thing. Yeah.
He came out as gay, but then was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's supposed to like stop. Is that like that's I guess the excuse to end the blow or soften the blow? Like you come out and it's like everyone's like, oh, okay, it's okay then.
But it's not like everyone's come out like similar to quite a lot of these scandals. Loads of folk come out and going, oh yeah, we knew about this all the time. Like we're just waiting for him to be exposed, and you're like, well, like surely you could have anonymously like went to the papers or all that kind of nonsense, or you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
It's the Spacey thing was like loads of guys then came out being like, oh yeah, he did this to me and did this to me. The guy that's in he's in what's that Serenity? What's the TV show that Joss Whedon did that was Serenity and stuff like that?
Buckle up, talks. We're right into the shit.
And then he voiced a character. Did he voice K2SO in Rogue One? And a load of stuff. Basically, he came out. He's quite a big actor in his own right, but he came out and said that Kevin Spacey like nonced him when he was like young in his career and stuff like that. So
Finn, I saw that as well. That's crazy. He was saying Philip Schofield said in that interview that like all the abuses he's getting is like homophobic, and like none of it's homophobic. You're literally like grooming kids. Like you know, he's trying to just like I don't know if he's trying to like put the blame on something else or you know trying to make himself look bad. But yeah, fuck that.
But basically, like one of the most abhorrent things that he said today was there was this female presenter who
this was bad.
Her name was Caroline Flack, and I think she got like loads of abuse because she started dating somebody from One Direction. And yeah, there was a fair age gap, but like he was like in his 20s, I want to say, and she was in her 30s or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
But because like One Direction were like a boy band and it's like loads of young handsome guys, therefore there's a huge like female or young girl, not young girl, but like young fan base. And as soon as they heard that this one of them was dating it's Caroline Flack, they like went on a hate campaign to her and blah blah blah, and she was dragged through the mud in the media as well, and she ended up killing herself over it. So he's comparing himself.
Yeah, he said that in the interview.
He's like, this is what was happening to Caroline Flack, and then look what happened to her. Is pretty much what he said.
Like, imagine like that is that's disgusting. Yeah. Like,
holy shit!
But for me, like it was because it was Sky, I think, that did the interview with him or something. Because obviously he's not going to get airtime on the on the network that he was
whatever,
part of, because he got like fucking like he's
Wait, I didn't
banned
even know
from there
about the
forever
chick
and stuff.
fucking killing herself. That's fucking
Yeah, it was back in
terrible.
2 years ago, 3 years ago.
It was a couple of years ago, yeah.
For like a 10-year age gap.
It was something, I don't know the details enough to talk a lot on it, but basically she wasn't like a pedo or anything like that. Like she was just
she was
dating
like that,
a guy that was a fair bit younger than her. I'm not going to lie about that, but like the reason she was getting bullied was because of the fans of One Direction were like online harassing her and telling her to, you know, do you know how folk go, like, I'll kill yourself, all that kind of stuff. And she just couldn't take it and did it. And then he's comparing himself to that like he's some sort of fucking martyr. Whereas he was like legit nonsense a kid and abusing. So like Caroline Flack was dating another celebrity, whereas he was like grooming this young
who he got into
showrunner.
the same TV production as well. He was working for them in the end.
Yeah, so he boosted him and stuff like that. But apparently they would like go away to a hotel around the corner and like have like in 3 in the afternoon and just spend hours there. And again, like I was saying earlier, it was one of those ones that it's like, oh yeah, we all knew about this, but yeah, nobody would expose him for it or anything.
Boys, it's like we were holding the gas pedal to the fucking floor right now and then threw the car in the drive with this. We're only 24 minutes in. Holy
Man,
shit.
this is what it's all about.
We're only like 5 minutes in because we had a 20-minute intro.
Boys, T&G episode 129 from here on out, lads. It's getting deep. It's getting fucking real, all right?
Didn't Holly supposedly know about it as well? But she said, I had no idea.
People are trying to save themselves now.
She knew about him, but apparently what caused them to fall out was him not disclosing to her that his brother was in for these nonsense stuff or something like that.
All right.
So they're
again,
both they're both kind of fucked then. The brother and him are both like in the same boat. Oh shit!
But yeah,
talk about keeping it in the family.
They're all trying to cover their own arses now, pretty much.
Oh, I mean, fuck.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Boys,
I'll drink to that.
fuck nonsense. Let's go.
Oreo started it, Lacey. Don't blame me. Happy birthday, by the way, Lacey. It's Lacey's birthday, so
Lacey.
happy birthday to you, Lacey.
Whatever fucked up.
Lacey, hold on. I gotta get another drink. Oh yeah, guys. Speaking of which, what are you guys drinking today?
I'm on a whiskey. It's always to start now.
I went and got some beers.
Percy, you good? You're fucking dying there.
It's not like fucking Mickey Mouse laughing.
I was.
Man, I knew whiskey that I got the
Irishman. Percy's drinking himself. Confirmed.
Yeah. It's American whiskey.
I always do that whenever Daxter's that way to have an Irish coffee. I'm like, surely you just mean a coffee.
It's coffee, man.
Cheers, Kelso. I need to stop on my drink.
Yeah, cheers, Kelso.
Percy's drinking himself. That's cool. Big flex.
Anyway, Percy's on the Irishman. What about the rest of you?
I always used to do that, Dax, when Mickey was in chat. You always used to do that laugh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, I used to pop it off. Like.
Hey, Kelso.
Beardy, what are you on? Show us. Funky can, let's go.
Some sort of violet.
It's actually, yeah.
Oh my god.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Creepy.
That's class.
It's a farmhouse ale made with blueberries and lemon.
You're turning.
And then I have as a
Mexican
second a nice actually Mexican lager brewed with blue corn and lime called the Guac is Extra.
And it always is, Beardy. It always fucking is, man.
It
is.
I've been binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently.
Great show.
So I'd only watched up until the end of season 5. I'll spoil it because like it's been out for years. So basically, Amy and Jake get married at the end of season 5, and then that's when it got cancelled. And I never watched it when it got like uncancelled. So I had to rewatch. I had to rewatch 1 to 5. And then I watched 6, 7, 8, and it was really good. It was a really good finale and stuff. But you saying the Guax Extra is when I'm just thinking of the Marshawn Lynch cameo episode, and he's like talking about tacos. He's like, they didn't give me the pico de gallo or whatever. That's like the whole thing throughout the whole thing is him just being like weird and stuff, and Rose is like fawning over him because he's her idol or whatever. Yeah. And then by the end of it, she's like, he's a fucking idiot, and because he's just like saying like the most inane, stupid stuff. But he had a good cameo on The League. Beardy, have you ever watched that?
The
League.
I've heard good things, but I never watched
it. Like a sitcom about like NFL fantasy league. It's a group of friends in that and stuff like that. And Marshawn's got a cameo. A lot of NFL players have cameos in it, but it's funny that he had a cameo in Brooklyn Nine-Nine and that. But it was just him saying Pico de Gallo or something like that. He was just pronouncing it weird as well. But That's exactly it, Kelsey. Yeah, they forgot
typical
my
typical American pronunciation of
Is
it.
it Pico
Like,
de Gallo? Is that how you actually say it?
Gallo, yeah, Pico de Gallo.
Yeah.
And then there's
He was like de Gallo or whatever.
and then you get like the people that are like on a corn tortilla and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hurricane Tortilla.
Tortilla.
Have you seen that Vine back in the day? No, somebody must have seen that Vine. And it's the guy like he's in like a little pantry in his house or something like that. He's like, it must be during a hurricane or something. He's like, hurricane, blah blah blah. More like Hurricane Tortilla, and it's because it like dropped a tortilla on him or something. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. I love that on TikTok. It's like, never let Vine die, and it's like a 2-minute TikTok of all these vines from way back in the day.
You get lost so easily in those like 20-minute Vine compilations.
Oh, absolutely.
Question: why did Vine shut down?
I think they got bought and then shut down, right?
Well, didn't like Facebook or TikTok, sorry, not TikTok, Twitter buy them or something like that, and then they incorporated the short video algorithm into their thing.
And then just shut them down.
Because then Facebook brought out its stories function after Instagram did, but then Facebook owns Instagram now, and you can do like Instagram shorts or some shit. I don't know.
Fucking Facebook. Lol. Yeah, boys, I'm on the gunpowder gin with some mixed berries. Mixed berries. And then just regular tonic water. It's good shit. It's fresh. And I got the spoon.
The short answer is because it was an unprofitable business losing popularity to other similar services. So, most notably Instagram. So there we go.
So people, instead of going to fucking Vine, they could have just used the services they already had and got the same thing.
I was talking to sorry, go ahead.
If you're on Instagram, like a following already, you don't want to have to split like your fan base or whatever if you're across two apps, I guess.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jim in work. Apparently YouTube turned like, was it 20 something or 20 the other day? But anyway,
really? Okay, cool.
Anyway, it was its birthday, and then I was saying to Jim, like, I can see Facebook disappearing, maybe even Instagram, but I cannot see YouTube going away.
No.
For like a long time.
I don't think YouTube will ever.
Think of what other video website is there? I think of Vimeo, and I'm like, that's fucking pretty shit.
Oh,
Collie, there is a more popular one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But PG friendly.
Daily Motion.
Yeah, because there's like Daily Motion and Vimeo, but like they're like terrible compared to it. Like I don't think.
I think. You see, the thing was like YouTube was that they will evolve. Like they're trying to evolve right now into the gaming, regardless if it's shit or not. They're doing it, and eventually they'll fucking narrow it down. They'll knock it out, but they're not afraid to do that. The YouTube short shit, everything like that. They do it. You know what I mean? Now they evolved also into you can get YouTube TV. I don't know if you guys can have it there, but here you can literally just have your whole, your TV service be YouTube. Yeah, you pay a monthly subscription and shit. Yeah, so there's people that actually just have YouTube TV. You just watch TV from YouTube.
In fairness, that's all I watch is YouTube. I never watch television.
Yeah, a slight tangent from that is I didn't realize it. I think it was on Twitter. It came up as an ad. There's a thing called like Apple One now, which is like one monthly payment, and it's like you get your Apple TV, music, your cloud, your fitness, and a couple of their other apps. It's like one subscription now, and it's a lot cheaper than if you were to buy them all.
Oh shit!
Separately or whatever.
I was asking during the week. Actually, I put up on the server one of the video services that I was actually thinking about subscribing to was a Curiosity Stream, because I noticed it being like shared, sponsored on a few different videos of people that I follow. I'm like, what is this thing? It's $20 for the whole year, and it's full. And I didn't know this as well, but apparently the guy who founded Curiosity Stream was the guy who founded the Discovery Channel.
Oh shit!
So you can imagine the content that's on there. Like, think of OG Discovery Channel.
What a great what a great channel that doesn't get recognition. You know what I mean? Because there's like always like if you go to Discovery Channel, you'll actually get locked into like something. It would be like something like you're like, oh shit.
Beardy, you learn.
Yeah,
you learn.
What do you mean? You be about nothing but mammals. You know what I mean?
You know, I didn't learn. I learned a lot about gold. Oh shit! Thank you, Collie. Thank you very much. That was the typical.
It was me.
Because you were looking and moving your fingers.
Yeah, that was weird. When I looked over, I literally read it as, because you're the last person in chat. I read it as collective unit has gifted a tier 1 sub.
Oh shit.
Wait, what was I talking about there? Discovery Channel.
I've myself there.
Well, I don't know, Rory. I don't agree with that. Twitch has done some things, whether it's small, but they've done things recently, and it's been like a welcomed kind of thing. I feel like Dax started using that. what is it? Their fucking notifications, and that's pretty cool.
Oh,
It's
their
you can like
alerts and
pick
stuff.
video, pick that. I mean, it's subtle stuff, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Like regardless of like their ads, just seem to calm down a bit too. So that's cool. Like I'm not getting as many
I'm
fucking
amazed though that they released the alerts.
Ads.
I can't believe they released. What did they release recently? The two big things was the shorts, the clips being able to be shared to other social media, and the alerts thing within like a few weeks of each other. And I'm like, are they going to slow down now for like 6 months? Or are we actually going to like if we got this kind of improvement every month, it would be fucking unbelievable website.
I don't think they have a big enough team to do it. I don't think they really put a big group of people on Twitch. You know what I mean? Like I just don't think they do it. So it's like when they do, they work on these things, get them fit, get them out.
Yeah, but you know what was interesting about these two bits as well is that they were never in beta. The first we heard of this was like, hey, you now have this.
Yeah.
And these are like big things that you think they'd roll out, you know, to a small channel base and see how they perform and if it works well. But it does actually work well. Like it's
gray streak.
I think it's weird how they release something good.
Oh my god. It's officially over, boys. It's officially over.
You're just throwing a little bit of Jack and Hagar in the beard.
Oh my god.
What a babe.
Oh.
It's fine. You'd be a sexy assassin.
I'm not
Jack and Hagar, what
yet.
a really cool character. He was sick.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
yeah. It could benefit from
Feeling what you're saying. Yeah, but you know, that is just like that, you know. Yeah.
In How I Met Your Mother, when Robin's on the TV and all the college students do like a drinking game, when she says "but." She's like, and she just doesn't realize that she does it. It's the same as like I say like all the time, and I know that I say it, but I never catch myself saying it all the time.
Yeah, same. I think a lot of people do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's a Scottish and Irish thing, definitely. Like saying,
or a Californian.
Yeah, it's
a very. I always think of like California girl, like, oh my god, like they say it a lot as well. I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was watching
That's right, Oreo. Yeah, it's so funny.
That I watched probably like it's probably like a year or two ago now. I think it was like during like the COVID times, but a dude made a video on it, just completely condensing the amount of likes they done in 1 hour long episode that they done, and it was like over like 130 times that they combined went like.
That sounds low, to be honest.
My do you know my mate Mark that I talk about quite frequently does the podcasts and stuff. So the reason I met him was that he used to do a fortnightly movie podcast that's subsequently stopped.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he used to play Fortnite. Fortnightly.
No. So originally it was 3 guys, and then one of the guys left, and a girl that the new joined. But he said it was the bane of his life was that every episode he was the one that edited it for like release, and he said he would spend so much time removing out all the ums that they would all say.
Oh.
And he said it like quadrupled when this girl joined. Not like a criticism of her, but it was just she would always say before like every
it's probably
sentence.
Infectious too between everyone.
Yeah, but he said like he would have to do it at the start of every sentence, and then he'd have to blend it into anything else that she was saying. And he said it was like the most. He was like, I can't sack her because she says too much, but it's doing my fucking tits in.
Shut the fuck up,
dude. There was a drinking game you could do, and it was like type in like the Valley Girl talking, and then just every time they say like, you take a drink.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Retweets called me a Valley Girl. Oh
like,
my.
I
wonder what do I say a lot. Because you know you don't really pick up on it that much yourself. Yeah, I probably swear too much.
Well, lads,
but
no, maybe
but you know something that is thrown into the middle of a sentence quite frequently, like the word like.
I don't know if you want us to tell you. If to be honest, if we notice something.
Oh, that's true. Fuck that. Keep it to yourselves, lads. I'll get paranoid.
Maybe fuck.
Fuck off, will you?
Fuck that. Fuck off.
Nah, it's so strange. I don't swear outside of work and gaming. If I'm just like hanging with the boys, don't really swear that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
but then again,
I
the
swear
word
all the time, like
the word
all the
cunt
time.
I swear down.
is technically a swear. I mean,
Oh
regardless,
shit,
it's
is it?
not.
Fuck. Yeah, I swear the whole time.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I forget sometimes in work about swearing so much. It's quite bad.
Yeah, but
That's
sure,
a good
did
thing about
you-
working construction, dude. I can just say whatever I want. No
Yeah,
one
but
bats
were
an
you
eye.
watching?
I feel like I can't. It's funny because there's the guys on the shop floor that actually build the stuff that I design, so you can speak a bit more like
Oh
common.
yeah, they probably don't give a shit.
What
Yeah.
I'm more used to. Whereas in the office, you can't be like effing and jeffing, but sometimes I do.
But that's the thing. Like me and
Effing and
like the
jeffing.
owner of the company, Keen, we'd be on a very friendly basis. So we're constantly like when it was just four of us working, like the shit we'd say, like oh fucking that call was an absolute cunt. Like we just say this out openly in the office, and we'd have like certain things that we fucking sayings that are just fucking frowned upon in normal society. But I find I'm still doing it now. If he's on a meeting with me, like we do a management meeting once a week. I said this on my stream one day. I don't know if you were watching, but we have a management meeting once a week. And I was saying, well, one of the times was there was basically a medical thing coming up in the office. Somebody had to get medically trained. Who's going to be the person to do it? And I was like, oh, Budgie would love that. So I just said it. I was like, oh, Budgie would have an absolute horn to do that. And then Keen was just, you could see Keen smiling. He's like, Budgie would like to do that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, and then it took me a second to like, oh shit, what I said. And then one day when I was asked on that meeting as well, like, oh, are you busy at the moment? And I just said, oh, I'm fucking balls deep in the middle of doing this thing at the moment. Like just throwing it in normally. And then you see the people on the call going like, Jesus, that's very like interesting way to
You've gone
describe
more-
your certain situation.
Swearing and stuff. Me and mine and Finn were out playing Fortnite on Wednesday there, and I said I'm such a bad habit of saying like "let's go" or "GG" in work now.
Lol.
If someone will be like, "Oh, that drawing's like here's this drawing" or whatever, I'll be like, "Oh, GG," and they'll be like, "What does that even mean?" I'm like, oh.
I don't know. There's something with the word GG though. I think even if you weren't a gamer, it kind of sounds like GG.
Well, I was like, oh, it means like good job, and they're like, oh, okay. They
GG,
just didn't
good job.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying good job.
What was
GJ.
Was it Celtic and Massey? I think we're debating it one day that Celtic always thought LFG was like looking for a group because he's used to doing that for like games or whatever. And he was like LFG's like looking for a group. Whereas it's like let's fucking go. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
even
when
think
I
there
saw
was
the
another
word
meaning for it.
cognitive behavioral therapy. I just saw CBT and automatically thought of cock and ball torture. I was literally walking past. It was in one of the hospitals, and it was the door that said like CBT center or whatever. It was like the kind of like a reception for that area. And I was like, man, they're having fun in there. Just walking back, that sign on the door. Oh yeah, let me in there, boy.
We do shouting. We still do the going around the factory.
I love the way you did that, and your mic just completely like muted you, but you were like, you could tell exactly what it was.
So one of the lads would do it, and then you'd nearly instinctively go a little bit louder, and you could be anywhere. So, say like last week we were doing it, and one of the lads done it like real quiet, and then I was just like, out like the top of my lungs, and then I walked out, but I looked around. And one of the girls from the lab was up, like taking a sample and was out on the tanks, is just looking down, and it's like,
oh yeah,
sorry.
She was like, Percy, I didn't know you could, your voice could get that high.
I didn't know you could reach those notes.
Oh my god,
You'd have to show me sometime.
I'm a soprano. Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah, dude. That's a good thing about not having an HR department, dude. And you don't have to worry about shit.
it's nearly more of an inviting workplace because it just seems more casual. God, I hate
You daft cunt.
the what corporate speak or whatever, where everything has to be structured in such a way.
But Todd is
It's
like,
such a
being a teacher, you're fucked.
deceptive way of doing it. I wonder how Chauncey survives.
Does Chauncey swear
Being a
much?
lawyer.
Actually, I've met Chauncey. Hold on. And I don't remember him swearing that much.
I can't see Chauncey swearing a lot.
He's such a
I see him
gentleman.
like I see
He's
him
such
get
a
his
gentleman.
point across, and like you get that it's like what it is, and you're like, haha. But like without like using the words.
Chauncey's the guy that hits his knees and goes, "Son of a, son of a,
son of a gun.
gosh darn
You
it,
got me.
gosh darn it,
Sugar.
oh my
Oh,
gosh,
sugar.
oh sugar." When I was younger, we couldn't. My parents wouldn't let us say the word fart, so we'd have to say Rudy.
Rudy?
No, Rudy. Yeah, fucking Rudy.
We say,
That's
we
rude.
say
They're
toot.
Rudy's. A toot?
Toot. T-O-O-T, toot.
No, we just say an absolute fucking ripper, boy.
My kids say fart.
Rate's got amygdala down. Nice.
Oh, nice one.
You know what annoys me actually in Bloodborne? Do you notice the way they call the amygdala?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they call it that amygdala. I forget who says it. I think it could have been Mikolash or something like that. But they say amygdala. Or, no, it's when they first show themselves. You know, have you got picked up by one yet? You have.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
They
completed
take you to the DLC,
and you know,
right?
there's the female character there saying like a poem. She says amygdala instead of amygdala.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh.
But then you wonder, is that
amygdala like the Americanism?
I'm not sure, but that's the thing. I was saying, like, in this world, I wonder, is that what they're actually called, is the amygdala, and it's spelt the same way as amygdala, which is a part of your brain?
Yeah. I don't know.
So I was like, who knows?
See, because the spider looks like
Lupus
like
Darth, holy shit.
Oh, Lupus Darth smash. What up, brother man?
Hey, Dorothy, Lupus, cheers. Do you know, because like Rom kind of looks like a brain. I always thought Rom was amygdala or whatever.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a spider, but he's not. Doesn't look like a spider.
Yeah, the vacuous spider.
Yeah, the vacuous spider.
What a fucking shit fight, though.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching your stream and I wanted the backseat so badly, but I couldn't because I was like, he'll figure it out. That, you know, the spiderlings, if you hit them, yeah, if you go behind them, they're literally one shot from the back.
Retox told me because I was getting really annoyed. I was like, why
I wanted to tell
them?
you, but I was like, no, come on, you'll figure it out. Like, because a few times you got to the side and you just barely clipped them, and a big chunk went, and I was like, will he notice? And then you didn't.
Because I think when I was doing that and then I hit them for loads, I wasn't really understanding. I was like, how's that happened? Like,
yeah.
Because like you say, I just clipped them to the side because I was always going head on. But
pretty shit fight, but pretty cool character.
Oh, like lore wise, very cool.
Yeah,
but fight wise, the worst I would say is the worst in the game probably.
I think the worst fight in the game for me was Mikolash, but you didn't experience phase 2 because you probably like 3-shot him or something. His phase 2 is fucked.
He was running about for ages for me. I don't know why. Like I was waiting for him when he hit like half health to do the drop down. But he didn't drop down for me for ages. It wasn't as if like I wasn't hitting him for like half his HP in one hit though. It was just chopping away, and then he wasn't doing the animation to drop down. I don't know if that's because of the way I wasn't chasing him round and round. I was like running back and forth.
Yeah, I think it's like, you know, when you're chasing him, if you stay to the left, he'll go to the right, like something like that. I don't know. There's probably some mechanics.
So I don't know if I was just cocking him going down his little hole like accidentally.
Absolutely cooked. Yeah.
I never experienced, but
you've seen that attack though, Collie, before.
I have seen it. Yeah,
when they like charge it above their head and it like, phew. It's fucked.
I'm doing New Game Plus now, so I probably will experience it. You know.
Frozen.
I've only got Gascoigne and Cleric Beast.
Yeah.
So far in New Game Plus, I've not really been playing it much.
And what game?
So I think what's next? Is that Bloodstarved next? Maybe.
Bloodstarved or Amelia, yeah. Okay. But I love that, Collie, like after you've played it, you've kind of realized that like why it's probably my favorite game, but it's like mostly the lore. It's fantastic. It's just so good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
it goes so deep.
Like I completely cut the game, like when the way I was leveling and stuff like that. I made it like a mistake, and I'm not going to apologize for it or claim that the game was easy because of that. Like I would never say the game was easy. Every fight was really, really difficult.
Sweaty.
But I just played it to enjoy it. So my health bar was like huge because it allowed me to just not have to suffer through it, because I wouldn't want. That's just not what I want to do with a video game. It's the same earlier. Aku was in when I was playing God of War, and he's like, it's weird like seeing Kratos not die to 2 hits. I was like, well, I'm playing it on easy. Like
I'm playing video games.
I wasn't dying in 2 hits until those fucking witches that Percy's like, oh yeah, you can take him. I'm like, I can't fucking take him. What do you mean? And he's like, oh no, they're like the level that you need at the end of the game. I'm like, Percy, I'm like 3 hours into the game.
I didn't even realize, because I was like, oh wait, he just had the blades. He doesn't even have them in mirror. It's like, yeah, no, come back later.
Yeah, Oreo, Elden Ring again. Elden Ring as well. The lore is fantastic. The lore is very cool.
Yeah, I seen whose chat were you in the other day, Dax, and you were saying, I was Beardy's. You were saying that we were going to play Elden Ring again and do
Yeah,
like a
when they announce the DLC, I'm hoping they'll announce like it, 3+ months in advance, because I'd love to go back and play Elden Ring from scratch and do a lore through as I play, because I know a lot about Bloodborne, but I know a shit lot more about Elden Ring. Elden Ring lore is so cool. It's so fucking cool.
I'd say they'll probably release it like September, November. They won't leave it super late because it's already been. Was it the first time it was announced was January, February?
And we might get so many answers in the DLC. Oh, about Mikola.
I think it was the Brothers Code YouTube that I found. It's quite good. I was listening to his like Elden Ring story video. I got like halfway through it. How it's like all like it's like terrestrial beings or whatever that send something that like makes the Elden tree or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what's fucked as well, right? This is Elden Ring shit. So Elden Ring, I don't know if you guys know about the story, but there's a lot of gods in it, similar to Bloodborne, and they do different things. They affect the world in different ways. But I was saying, if I don't really believe in God, all right, I'm consider myself an atheist. But if God existed, right, and they couldn't find a way to use humans to communicate messages to like everyone else in humanity. We have no idea what that God's influence is on this world. Like, we have no idea what they want us to do. Like, we're completely in the dark. And that's something I never thought about, because I'm like, if God exists, everyone is going to know, oh, he wants this, he wants us to do this, X, Y, Z. But if you don't get a direct communication, like in a language you understand from this God, you have no idea what they want. That's fucked.
What if they don't want anything?
I'm going deep.
They just done it for the crack.
Yeah, but that's in Elden Ring. That's the idea. Like, these gods influence these worlds, but you don't understand why the gods do this. Like, what do they want from us? You never get, like, you might get like a rock that is thrown at something, and you're like, oh, it has something to do with that, but you'll never get a direct message from them to say, hey, I actually want you to do this. Man, this gin is fucking messed me up already. I haven't drank on tins in a while.
What are you having? It tonic and fruit.
Tonic and fruit, yeah. And I haven't had gin in ages as well. So this is actually very delicious. This is a bottle that I had since Christmas Day.
Oh.
I only opened it tonight.
At least you got a Tanqueray or whatever. Is that the gin brand?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a Sevilla version, which is like a citrus version, I think, or something like that. Oh
shit, nice. Hey Ellie, welcome.
Yeah,
hello Ellie.
Nice.
Yeah, Redux is some good shit. Merry Christmas.
Birch. Boy.
Hey Birchie, how you doing?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Wait, who says that in Left 4 Dead? Bill, is it? No, fucking Francis. He just says that like in the middle of fights. Francis, Merry Christmas.
I seen Birchie was on with Diablo 4 today.
You guys ever played?
I could have sworn that last night when I was speaking about it, he's like, "Oh, I'm not getting it till Tuesday because I don't want to pay the extra."
Oh, he did. He did.
I don't know if he got. I don't know if he got the FOMO or not.
Do you guys ever fuck with Diablo?
No, I've never played one before.
A little bit of Diablo 2, a little bit of 3.
Yeah, I played a lot of 3. Like, well, by a lot, maybe like 200 hours, which I consider a decent amount. But yeah, cool game. But I don't know. The Diablo 4, I just fucking hate Blizzard at this stage, so I don't want to get any of their shit because of what they did to fucking Overwatch.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
What did they remove from that recently?
It was supposed to be something.
Yeah, so what happened, Collie, was when Overwatch 2 was announced, right, and they showed like gameplay, everyone was like, this is just fucking Overwatch 1.1. Like, why are you doing this? Like, this is just a scam. And the Blizzard's excuse was that they wanted to expand the story of all the characters, so basically have a PvE element to the game. So they're going to have little storylines, learn the characters, whatever, and it will have a campaign, so to speak. And recently, so they released Overwatch 2, whatever, people are playing it, everyone's waiting, like everyone's getting hyped. They had they released not footage, but like information and gameplay of the new features that they're bringing in. And recently they just announced that they're actually scrapping PvE. And they're gonna put their focus. They're gonna put their focus on the PvP element of the game, so the competitive side. But everyone is freaked. Like, this is the only reason that Overwatch became a thing, and now they're just said that they're scrapping it completely. Like it's so sad, and that's why a lot of people think Jeff Kaplan, who was I think he was one of the game leads for Overwatch. He was such a creative mind. Overwatch 1 was so good a lot because of what Jeff was doing. He left, I think it was 2 years ago, and he left soon after he made an announcement at one of the BlizzCons that like, oh, this is Overwatch 2, this is the stuff that's coming out. And a lot of people think it's because he knew that Blizzard would not be able to deliver on this. And he knew that they were basically lying about this product. And everyone got hyped then, got the game, bought skins, whatever, and then yeah, it's gone. Like desperate situation.
Yeah, pretty much, Margie.
Well, they pull in like Diablo Immortal. They pull in like 25 million a day, like ridiculous money.
It's a mobile game, right?
Yeah. So I think they're trying to focus on that more than what they used to focus on, which was good games.
Is Overwatch a free game?
Yeah, Overwatch 2 is free. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game. I think the multiplayer is fun, but
yeah, but it's the same
that.
as they could have did the same thing in one.
Yeah, but the dude Bob something Kirk, I forget his name.
Bobby Kotick.
Bobby Kotick, yeah, is the owner for Blizzard Activision, or whatever you want to call him, and he's the one that was done a few years back, or was basically brought into the spotlight with his sexual harassment stuff.
Yeah,
and that was all like, oh, push that to the side, and this dude is still in charge.
Yeah, he only came out recently with an interview and said that they were all targeted lies to discredit him and all this.
Just trying to keep him down because he's a good developer. Damn it.
Yeah,
dude knows jack shit about video games.
A good place to live. Well, probably most CEOs probably don't.
Fake news.
And that's why
money at the end of the day.
That's why AAA games are shit now. You know,
a fair few.
Gamers aren't in charge of fucking developing anymore. It's pretty much what.
Well, if you think about like what percentage of games come out, do you think are good? As in, like, not subjectively good, but actually, or sorry, not objectively good. Wait, subjectively, I want to say, but that are actually like well put together, no glitches, running smoothly.
Oh, Mr.
Holy
Rat.
shit, Mr. Ra. Man, get that Twitch alert out of here. Get that Twitch alert out of here. We want to.
The 50 badge as well. Nice one.
Thank you, Drunk Rat.
He heard Overwatch news.
Overwatch. Yeah, he showed up. Actually, speaking of which, Drunk Rat, guys, if funny, you can give a shout out for Drunk Rat, please. Drunk Rat's obviously met the man in real life. He's a very cozy person, but great streamer, loves Overwatch. What's your opinion, Drunk Rat, if you don't mind me asking, on the whole Overwatch 2?
Talented man.
Yeah, the Overwatch 2 development that they're cancelling the PvE. Sorry, not the development, the fucking minus development, destruction. Cozy, maybe not cozy. All right, he's okay. He's very energetic. Yo, cat.
Cozy, maybe he had good hugs. You look like a good hugger.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. He's snuggly.
Snuggly.
I'm trying to save him here.
Megan rocked the hell out of a kimono too. I remember that kimono, Mr. Rat.
Yeah, for AAA at least.
My opinion is the same as the Hulks in Avengers. My secret.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't want to give your opinion? Oh, you've been disappointed from the start of Overwatch 2?
No, that's his secret. He's always angry.
Oh yeah, I'm always disappointed. Oreo, Ragnarok was very good, yeah, but like I'm talking about like Ragnarok was a really successful release. Elden Ring was a really successful release. What else was a very successful release? Oh, the new Zelda game seems to be an extremely successful release, but they're very few and far between.
A tale of two kind, or two sides. Last of Us 2. Whatever you think about the story, the gameplay, it's phenomenal. So you couldn't do that.
Redfall. Yeah, Birch. Redfall was a great game.
I think PC ports is like a different kettle of fish, so you can't really. You can't really fault him for that, but like on release, say recent ones like the Gollum game, holy smokes,
holy shit, yeah,
that shit looks horrendous.
Going back to my PlayStation 2 days.
I've seen that Jedi Survivor. What other ones came out with?
Actually, Oreo, it's almost like the bigger the studio gets to a point, right? You grow your studio to, let's say, 500 people. That's like the perfect. If you get 510, it's, you know, it gets a little bit worse. And then as you expand, like your studio's getting bigger, but the games get shared. It's just the way it works.
Yeah, there's only a few that you. I'm trying to think what we've probably asked this a couple of times, but what studio would you be like? They're not going to put out a bad game, but up until when? Because there will come a time where a bad game will come out. You'd go From Software.
Yeah.
I think I said Studio Santa Monica.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Santa Monica.
Who are Santa Monica?
Let's God of War.
What about Rockstar?
Yeah, I'd say Rockstar as well. Yeah, but it depends on when they like. Like I love GTA 5 and I love Red Dead and I've loved everything like prior to that as well. It's just how long they take.
Yeah.
But if GTA 6 was to be announced pre-ordered, I would pre-order it day one. Like,
yeah,
happily.
When it's under their studio,
it's actually them. Yeah.
And they're not pawning it off. You know.
No,
that
did you I'm
you're
sorry.
you're in for a treat.
I just read a thing that I just dragged a memory. Did you see the possible purchase of CD Projekt Red from Sony?
No.
Oh no, I didn't see that. No.
Shit.
Sony's looking to buy CD Projekt Red.
Oreo, it's worth sticking with. Like, it's the same as folk. It's the same as folk that probably say about like Breaking Bad. Oh, we'll get past the first 2 seasons, and it's good after that. But like Red Dead is the best gaming experience I've ever had.
It's
like,
Oreo. Come here. Oh wait, your name is Mr. Oreo again. Oh my god, that's just after hitting me. Oh my fuck, I'm only after noticing that now.
You brought up Philip Schofield there earlier.
What the fuck? I'm only noticing that now. Oh, Oreo, what was your name?
Oreo 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I love how Oreo found the stream.
Was it not Uio?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love how Oreo raided us one day, like just out of nowhere, and I gave him abuse because he's English, and then he's stuck around ever since. Good. Oreo, I appreciate you. You're a good man. Good times.
Well, like I'm not going to be one of those mates that's going to ever bug you about Oreo, but for me, it's it's the best gaming experience I've ever had, but I'm not blind to the fact as to how slow it is at the beginning. Because I was the same when it was first released. I played it for like a little bit and then was like, oh fuck, this is a shite. And then came back to it years later.
Mr. Oreo, Mr. Oreo again. I like Mr. Oreo again. It's good.
That start of Red Dead 2 was a crawl.
Yeah, start of Red Dead 2 was pretty fucking
long, but like the further I get into it, I'm not gonna get into why and stuff, but like it pays off. It 100% pays off that slow start.
There's a streamer who it's a video. It's like a probably 20-second clip, or it's him start off and goes, "Dude, this game is fucking terrible." And
like
it goes,
English
and then, and then at the end, and he's crying. He's like,
yeah,
dude. He's like, dude, he's
in the snow with his horse and stuff. It's
and he's like, this is terrible, dude. And then and it goes, and then the end of game, and he's just like, he's sitting there, the screen's like bright on his face, and he's just tearing up. He's like, Dude,
that was me at the end of it. I like burst into tears at the end of it as well.
I remember
it's more so for the fact that it was over, like game wise, not just the story, but just.
Yeah, but you remember Percy, remember Lucy Lover? He always said that when I first started watching him, he was like, oh, I need to go back and play Red Dead, and he was like, oh, it's so fucking clunky and slow. And then I remember when he was just about to have his baby, he stopped streaming and he played Red Dead. And I remember I hopped into his stream and I was like, well, Lucy, how's it? And he's like, Dax, let me tell you, Red Dead. Like straight away, he was like his relationship with Arthur. He was like, holy shit! By the end of that game, like I was, felt like this man was my best friend. Like, he loved that shit. And that's when I was like, yeah, Collie loved this shit too.
Well, it was last night. I was like, get this boomer shooter stuff to fuck Dax. Like, play Red Dead. I know it's your bread and butter, but fuck off.
Dude, I waited. That game, I fucking waited. I remember when they hit the release date, and I literally came in. I went to Beans, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna break it down for you. I was like, I like video games. I was like, but this game, I've been waiting on this game for a very long time. I asked for 3 days. Give me 3 days of just let me play this and do my thing. She was like, okay, fine. Dude, I literally just sat and played it she didn't bug me, no nothing, dude. She just let me play. I was like, this is amazing. Oh, it was great, dude.
Yeah, that was like me with GTA 5 with Gabby. I was like, this game's coming out.
Yeah.
And I was staying at hers at the time, like her parents. and Gabby went to bed and woke up, and I was still just sitting playing it like at like 8 a.m. and I'd played through like the whole night.
Do you find that like a lot of older games when you were younger and stuff, and even in the last few years, they stick with you, as in like, this is one of my favorite experiences ever, not because of the game, but because of like you in real life playing the game? Like I play games and I sit here for like 12, 15 hours playing it, and I'll always remember, holy shit, I played that game straight for 15 hours.
No.
And I think that's why it's with me as a good memory, not because the game was fantastic, but I was like, holy shit, I put that much effort into it.
I think streaming's revitalized that for me. Like every single player, most single player games that I'm going back to play that I've missed, you know, through playing or whatever previously, I've just went like, that's amazing. Like Ghost, Red Dead,
Great
like
game.
Bloodborne, even like all that kind of stuff. Just everyone's just like, that was an amazing game. That was an amazing game. That was an amazing game. Then I played Resi 7. I was like, that wasn't so amazing. But it's just other games. Like, but not that it wasn't amazing. But I mean, like, I wasn't not happy with it. But I'm just saying, like the bar for some of the games that you're playing is like so far up there, and I'm kind of glad that I missed out on playing them then, for the fact that I then got to experience them on stream or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying Resi 7's a bad game, but I'm just meaning like in terms of like the caliber of game that I'm playing, like it's still a good game.
Birch.
Don't get me wrong, but
Birch, that's what I'm talking about. I remember playing Halo 3. No, Halo 2. No, Halo 3. Like it's obviously a fantastic game, but when I think of Halo 3, me and my best friend Martin downstairs, he showed up. We ended up having like a Monster Energy drink. We played this game. I think we started at like 7 p.m. and we finished at 6 a.m. And then he's like, I gotta go home. But the game was fantastic. Oh, it was so good. And I'll always remember that.
So I had the memories of that like late 2000s, early 2010s, and then I kind of lost that for maybe 5-6 years because I was playing loads of multiplayer games, and then subsequently have like rekindled that through streaming the single player aspect. Because even when I started streaming, I wasn't interested in playing single player games. I was like, yeah, let's play Warzone every single stream, and want to like you know,
play multiplayer shooters. It's like, I feel like everyone was doing until as of late, and then like now, like those single player games are starting to really break through, and people are like, oh, holy shit, you know, like there's games out there that'll actually make you feel like, I think like the Call of Duty thing was like a real big thing. Like younger people just wanted to play Call of Duty, so it was like kind of like a thing. But then they realized, like, you know, something that like maybe older people realize is like games fucking can actually make you feel a certain way through the way they're done. You know what I mean? Like they can actually touch you and like holy shit, this is you know, amazing.
Like there's nearly two things that you could look out from like recent years. I can't remember what studio said it, but it essentially said nobody plays single player games anymore. So there's
EA said it. It was EA, I think.
EA. And
I'm sure it was EA that came out with it.
Fucking shocking. No wonder they ruined Mass Effect. Anyway, yeah, that was like blasphemy to say. And shit, what was the second point I was going to say? First one was that, and the second one was shit. Lost my train of thought. Carry on.
It'll come back. Beardy, I was going to say, you were saying games that make you feel a certain way. What games have you cried to while playing? I know one of yours and you know one of mine. But what other games have you guys actually, like, physically?
Yeah, you've cried to a couple games. I feel like.
I cried to Horizon, and I cry to Horizon every time that somebody hits a certain scene through their playthrough. And
Really?
Kyle's coming up to it soon, yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't think I've ever cried for a game. I know I just felt like
It Takes Two.
Wow.
Overcooked
Did you not cry during that?
I cried. Collie was yelling at me, and I cried at Overcooked because Collie was yelling at me.
Clean the plates, Beardy.
It's fucking raw. No, like, dude, I've like sat back and like kind of like watched the scrolls go. You know what I mean? Just like, wow, like that was great. But dude, Doom got you. I know that.
Oh no, but that was because I was happy
Was
that
a
I
happy
finished
cry?
it. I'm talking about
Well,
what
I mean,
game
It Takes
emotionally
Two was
makes you.
technically happy.
That did
but dude,
emotionally
It Takes
fuck
Two.
me, actually, yeah.
It Takes Two was like, dude, I didn't
It
expect
takes a toll.
Dude, I knew it was gonna be like deep, but I didn't think it was gonna go that deep. That is a deep fucking game, dude. And the end is just when
In person, you're gonna play it at some point soon.
Actually, Halo 3, I
should.
cried.
Oh,
Yeah, at
you
the end of
should,
Halo
dude.
3. You know when
Does it?
they have the post-credit
Fuck that
scene?
elephant.
You know the post-credit scene in Halo 3? When they have the graves
Yeah.
up on the side of the hill? I cried during that.
Oh, It Takes
Yeah,
Two.
Last of Us 1 and 2 was recently for me.
Great though.
Ghost as well. It was funny enough. It's all the ones that I'm just like I really like these games that made me cry. But that's because like the single player games that make you like feel stuff for me are the better ones.
Yeah.
Resi 7 just annoyed me because I was running about a ship for ages.
Probably certain parts of I can't remember if I cried during God of War. I definitely teared up at least 2 times during Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok, because the first game had like all the callbacks and like, oh, this is bringing back those teenage years, bringing up this release of finally getting to play this, and then the payoffs from God of War 2018 that they had in Ragnarok hit pretty different as well.
Well, there's a bit near the start of Ragnarok that I know that I'm going to struggle with, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
You know what gets me? Movies get me now.
It's within
Yeah,
the
what
first
movies really?
hour or so.
There's like certain movies I'll catch and like a scene, and it's like, and they'll get me. I can't get off the top of my head.
Up. You don't
No,
cry?
surprisingly not. Surprisingly not.
My
man,
God.
it's
But
fun.
like I
There's no
know
need for that. Like,
Oh man, I'm
I know
sorry.
I can't
I'm
watch.
sorry.
I
I'm
do.
gonna
I
start
know I
crying
can't
thinking
watch
about it.
Marley and Me. Marley and Me, I can't watch.
Yeah, Marley and Me, I
refuse
cried
to
I'm never
watch
going to
it.
watch that. I'm
I
never going to watch it.
refuse to watch it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
refuse to
same.
watch it. I can't. I
Same.
fucking can't.
It's a great movie.
Ending of La La
Yeah.
Land makes me cry every time.
I've never
I've
seen
never
that.
seen that.
Shit.
Well, we'll have to do it as a
Fuck,
movie
dude,
night.
what was a
Yeah.
good movie that I've seen? And like, I'll just like get to like a certain point, and I'm like, oh man, like, or just be like a happy thing. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when like people like really like come together in a movie, I'm like yeah,
shit.
Yeah, it's not so like sad. It's just like, oh, I'm glad that worked out. You know what I mean?
Even Ready
Yeah,
Player
fuck
One,
that.
actually. You know when I nearly started crying. You know when they
In
start
Ready
playing?
Player One?
Yeah, you know when they start playing, we're not going to take it.
Oh, Schindler's List is brutal. Oh yeah,
And I knew there was going to be so many references coming up, and I was like, I'm so happy right now. I'm going to start crying. But that was like, this is just going to be cool.
Retox, I'll be real. If Schindler's List doesn't move a person, then there's something like seriously wrong with you.
I don't know if I've ever seen Schindler's List.
Don't
I've heard,
really, honestly, like
Yeah.
as a movie, it's a very technically well done
I
film.
heard it's a
it's
great
fucking
film.
brutal.
It's
brutal.
difficult to watch.
Same thing with like Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I heard too. I heard that.
Have I ever told you about that? Like, so I was studying for history, is the only A level higher that I ever got, and we had like a couple of extra sessions in the school when we were on like study leave.
Mhm.
So we did it and we revised everything, did a test paper, and then the teacher was like, "Oh, for those that want to stick around, we'll watch a movie." And she put on The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and I'd never seen it before. And like 2 hours later, I was like, "Why have you shown me this film?" Like, I'm like, everyone was just rolling and greeting.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be motivating us for a fucking
crush the
exam, and everyone's just crying.
Just crush the mood completely. Oh, it's fucking
Speaking
crazy.
of like,
The Journeymans. The Journeymans a really good film, Tom.
I never
actually,
seen that one.
Oh, it's class.
you know the scene
Paddy
in
Considine's amazing, isn't it?
1916 where fairly close to the start, well, about halfway through, when one
Do
of
you mean
them
17?
1917, sorry, yeah, I'm thinking of Ireland, like
Yeah.
when one of the characters dies all of a
Yes.
sudden, that kind of hit me, because I was like, because when I didn't know
that
much
film
about
makes
the
me
movie,
constantly,
I didn't
I
know
think.
much about the movie, so I thought he was the main character,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
when he
you-
dies,
you-
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was so shocked.
I mean, for me, that film's been out for like 4 years, so I wouldn't consider that a spoiler, but that's probably as obscure as you want to leave it. But the bit that always gets me, and I know it's like the most overplayed scene from the movie, but it's when he climbs out the trench at the end and runs at the top of the trench. The way that the music gets me, like every single. That's what moves me more in movies than anything. I think is like score. If the score is done right for a scene and it makes you feel something. Like even thinking about 1917, I'm gonna cry right now. But like, it's amazing. It's just so well done. And if you get a good score, like it's half the battle, I think, of emoting something in a film.
That was like right when like they got there. They're like, we're going home. And the dude's like, you're charging again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And he just knew. You know what I mean? Like you see it in his eyes that like he knew.
It's
like,
well,
it's
the bit that like they're. He's coming towards the end of the film in 1917, and then he meets all the soldiers that are in the field, and they're all just sitting there, and then they all start singing and stuff, and then he's going towards the line, and then it's as soon as he's starting to cut in and out of people towards the line, the music's like building and building and building, and then he gets to all the people, and then there's the sergeant guy that's like crying because he can't send his men over the top, and then he gets to the next guy who's like, you can't get any further of that because it's all blocked off, and then he like lies on the inside, the incline of the trench, and he looks over his shoulder, and the sergeant knows that he's a way to go over, and then they blow the whistle, and it's just like the music as everyone's running and stuff. Because like that's what gets me, and it's funny. I don't know if you'll have ever seen it, Beardy. Maybe Dax and Percy have. Blackadder is the guy who plays Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. It's a comedy series that he did years ago. It's called Blackadder, and he did a couple of different seasons of different generations of this family. And it's like I say, it's a comedy, but he did one called Blackadder Goes Forth, which is set in World War One. And the end of that series, it's like 6 episodes. The end of the episode, they go over the top, and it's like so well done for a comedy series. It's so like heavy, and it's kind of showing you like these guys were just sent by people who were like miles away, couldn't give a shit, to just go over the top of the stretch and run towards these people with machine guns or whatever.
I've never watched the series, but I do know that I've seen that scene. That scene I've seen. It's very like it's cool.
It's nuts.
It has humor, and then you can tell the humor slowly starts kind of getting less, not funny, but like kind of quieter laughs, and then you realize what's about to happen.
It's like it's the satire of it, and it's the political commentary on it definitely comes to the forefront in the last couple of episodes of it, for sure.
I was just going to say British comedy and just British filming has such a way of going from satirical into serious.
Yeah, 100%. Four Lions is so stupid, but there's there's some really really like sad tragic bits and stuff like that. Like spoiler alert for Four Lions, which is like a 10-year-old film or whatever. But it's when he meets the guy right at the end, and he walks into Boots or whatever, or like the chemist, and blows himself up. Yeah, like that's funny because he's doing that because like he said he was going to bomb Boots or whatever. But he tells the guy, he's like, "Oh, tell them I was smiling," and that gets me every time. In terms of, it doesn't upset me per se, but it's just that's all he cares about is like tell them that I was going to my death smiling or whatever. It's like really heavy stuff for a film that has a guy blow up a sheep.
That movie's ruined for me. Thanks, Kelly.
Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan gets me as well.
Oh, dude, when that guy, the kid sitting on the stairs
all the time.
The kid sitting on the stairs and the guy slowly getting stabbed. I feel rage.
Yeah, but that's more rage. I get very upset. You know when the medic gets shot and he's asking him, check my back, and he's like, there's a hole the size of an acorn. He's like, oh shit, they shot my liver. And then they're like, what can we do to help you? And he's like, I could do with a little more morphine. Because he knew he was dead.
Yeah, but
and then he like starts saying he starts like calling to his mom and stuff. I'm gonna start crying if I keep talking about this. But yeah, it's what a movie, what a fantastic film.
He knew he was dead, but he didn't want the guys to see. He said, just give me morphine. And he was like trying to act like they could save him, but then he gets so fucked up from the morphine. Yeah, he starts calling for his mom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. Like I think a lot of movies now, when people are dying like their last breath, they want to say something cool and that shit. But in that, like I say, if you're nearly about to die, I say you do think about your mom. If you do have, or your family. And that's something that isn't reflected that much in movies. And I think they reflected it a lot in Saving Private Ryan when you see a dude like bleeding out on the beach, like crying for his mom.
The guy in 1917, that's what gets me the most in the 1917 scene is how emotional and upset he's getting that he's away to die. Because he can't comprehend it. And then as soon as he does, he's terrified that he's going to die. And then all he's doing is talking about his family and stuff like that. Like
man, that must be fucked.
Very moving.
I remember seeing it was a very hard read actually. It was in relation to the 9/11 attacks. This was a very interesting it was on Reddit. It was a very interesting read, but it was very hard to understand as well. But basically this dude was a medic and he was there on the day of the attack. And he was going around, basically his job was he had stickers. Okay, like green stickers, red stickers, blues, and he had to go around, and people that were injured, he'd have to put a sticker on them for prioritizing people to say like, this dude is a blue, he can be saved, this person's a yellow, maybe don't spend enough time on these. But apparently a woman was hurt and she was lying on the ground looking around, and she saw this dude going around tagging people, and he walked past her and he went down and put a sticker on her, and she saw it was a red sticker. So she apparently grabbed the dude and was like, why did you put a red sticker on me? Like, apparently she was completely awake. She was just like, why did you put this sticker on me? Like, please help me. Like, I'm good, And apparently it was the dude that wrote the book, or he said the scene, but he put the sticker on and he walked away, and she was screaming, saying, "Get back here!" Like she was swearing at him, like "Fuck you! You're leaving me to die here." But apparently, she was basically from like here down was gone. Like she was just like she was just arms and a brain.
She was
and like
she was in half.
Yeah, she was completely gone. And she didn't realize that she was injured at all, and that's why she was so insulted that this guy came along and put a red sticker on her. And he had to be the one to look at this woman who was completely conscious and walk away from her, you know, because he knew that she was dead. But like, oh man, reading it was tough. Like I cried during it, but like, it's crazy how that she was probably fully aware and conscious of what was going on, but she had no idea that she was literally like 20% of her body was left. But
there's
yeah,
no way that dude,
horrible stuff. Horrible.
There's no way that dude can have a normal life after that. There's no shot.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Man, the world is fucked.
Can we go back to talking about pedos? Or
Yeah, back to pedophiles.
Let's go.
Not quite pedophile, but props up to what's his face? Al Pacino.
Oh, no props. Don't fucking prop that man. Don't you fucking prop him or fucking who else? Pacino and Robert De Niro, both of them. Don't fucking prop them. Dude's 82 having a kid. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, he'll have to live to 100 to see his kid turn 18.
I see what you're. Yeah, that like in
Pretty jealous that man is shooting swimmers.
Not at all. Not at all. It's like, selfish.
Their child ain't going to get much of their father in their life. Yeah, that's
dude. You know what that is? You know what that is? That was honestly, as much as everyone's like, oh, it's him, it's Al Pacino. That's the girlfriend securing her legacy.
Yeah,
now.
but Beardy, right?
Now she's officially set for life.
If you were with somebody,
she's already set for life.
You were with somebody, you loved them beyond anything.
Before that, anyway.
Right? You were with somebody, you love them more than anything. They want to have a family. They want to have a child with you. You have a generic disease that you know you are going to die in 3 years. Would you still have a child?
He's an 82-year-old man.
Yeah, but I'm just pointing
this. He doesn't have a generic disease. He is not dying of cancer.
Yeah, but then I was just trying to disprove the whole thing of you saying he won't have a father when he's 18.
He won't. And it's because the dad is fucking 82. It's not because the dad died of a horrible disease. That's a whole different ballgame. It's because his dad's dating a 30-year-old fucking woman and had a kid. It's selfish.
Good point, Sorry, just to comment on what MC's saying, dark content.
True that.
What the premise of this is it's supposed to be like us sitting in a pub and you sitting in a pub listening to us and chatting with us and stuff like that. So, like, this is the kind of stuff like I've talked about, like sad movies and stuff like that in the pub with my mates before, and pedos and all that kind of stuff before. So, like, that's just.
We usually end up calling one of your mates a pedo at the end of it.
Yeah. To be fair,
we could have been playing Overcooked 2 at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying.
No, we could not. That's dark fucking content right there. Fucking Percy.
Speaking of dark
content, you started this shit.
Throw you dark content, I'm gonna throw you in the fucking.
No, dude, we listen. We would all be we would all be sitting around at the bar and talking about fucking Kevin Spacey, and I'd be like, hey, you know what I mean? Dax, Kevin Spacey Jr. over here, huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's how it would have turned.
Yeah, you can't sit down on this though. They're like, keep it.
Oh shit! Kick him.
They're like, keep an eye on that man. Keep an eye on him. Fucking hell.
Supposedly, old Al didn't know that he was
shooting swimmers.
He was firing, so he was.
I guess. Okay, at 82, I guess. Yeah. What are the odds?
Respect it. You gotta respect it.
Man, if you can get a fucking semi at 82, I'm impressed.
I figure there's the dude that my man's got a fucking.
For fuck's sake, you know what I mean?
That man's got a stack of pills next to the dresser. There's no way that's all natural.
Yeah, he takes one more pill than he's prescribed, and he's dead.
Or he's like, hey, baby, we doing it tonight?
No, not up here, Beardy. Not up here. Down here.
Yeah. I forgot
the right one.
On the leg,
yeah,
right?
The right one.
He plugs it in. It's like an air mattress.
He started placing blame on fucking Al Pacino for fucking popping one in. Was it Noor Al Fala is her name, and she comes from a wealthy Kuwait family, but she has previously dated Clint Eastwood, Mick Jagger, and a couple of still older men. So she has a thing for older men.
Oh,
No, yeah, she has a thing for older money. She doesn't date regular old men, Percy. She dates old rich men. Yeah, Birch. Yeah, what a
Birch,
list.
I'd be proud of that, man. I'd be proud of that.
She dated old Joe at the bus stop. You know, he was catching the bus.
Man,
Birch,
I was like,
he's from like a millionaire family.
I'd be proud of that list.
Still, dude.
But that reminds me.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's getting the money. Doesn't mean she's getting the money, Purse.
No, but when I was looking, she's been in the money. But when I was looking into
McGunner, is that true? Did she really tell him that? Go ahead, Purse. Go ahead, you're looking into it.
Maybe it's a power thing that she doesn't care about the money, but she wants to be known for dating these.
Oh, the infamy.
Big people.
I don't get that. I don't get
and
that. Something I can't understand.
She might be known as, oh, you're the girl who had
just
Al Pacino's baby at 29.
What Birch was saying about the
list. 82-year-old
Did you guys see that Twitch clip that was going? I don't know if it's Twitch or whatever podcast, but it's a bunch of dudes, and it starts off, and one guy is just like 100 mil, Shaquille O'Neal, and he's like talking, about to say the next word, and the dude just comes in, I'm sucking it. And he's like, damn, let me finish my sentence.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're just say me, right? I'm saying to you guys, I'm like, all right, guys, 100 mil, Shaquille O'Neal, and then Collie immediately goes, I'm sucking it. Collie, you're beside me.
I feel like the one who would have came out with that one first.
It's funny. He just goes, I'm sucking it, and the lads are like, damn, let me finish the sentence. And he's like, nah, I'm sucking it, man.
First, he's like, I got experience in this. It's okay, boys. I'll be all right.
Well, that happened on. I think
he can't be bigger than a horse. He can't be bigger than a horse.
Joe Rogan had. Oh God, what's the redneck comedian called? Bloody hell, me and Finn send his TikToks all the time.
You love him, Beardy. Theo Von, yeah.
Theo Von,
yeah. Theo Von's Theo Von's on Joe Rogan, and he's just like, he's like, like how much money or whatever, and you fight a lesbian or something. And Theo Von's like, yeah, and he's like, and Joe's like, I didn't even say an amount, and Theo's like, yeah. It's just so random,
dude. I think Theo Von, I can listen to him tell stories all day, and I'll piss my pants laughing.
He comes up
like watching his stand up, I can't get into it.
Oh really?
Like when he's on stage going, I don't like his stand up, but I like him on his show and stuff.
He's just a funny guy.
Just going off talking. Dude, his story, just the way he's like talks,
makes you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart.
Yeah. Beardy, have you seen do you know Caleb Presley? He's on Barstool Sports. He's like the blonde hair.
Yeah.
So like
they're good buddies. They're good buddies.
Yeah. So they like Caleb was on Theo's podcast like a month or so ago, and they just come away with like just some amount of random stuff.
Dude, yeah, he's pretty much the same. Like Caleb Presley's good at like just throwing it out there too. He's like
Caleb's really good for the 3-minute interviews with celebrities and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Sunday service.
Sunday, that's it. Yeah, Sunday Conversations. And then there's like Glennie Balls, who's another guy in Barstool. They're just a fat guy, and he just dresses up in a different outfit.
He always has a Hawaiian shirt on with like a head like unbuttoned and shit.
But he dresses up like the guest now and stuff like that. I think he had like Machine Gun Kelly on it, and he had like tattoos drawn all over him and stuff like that.
Eating ice cream. He just sits on his chair, doesn't say a fucking word, eating ice cream. Yeah,
he just eats like fast food while he's doing it. It's so funny.
I remember seeing one of Theo Von's. One of Theo Von's stand-up ones I actually really thought was funny was he apparently he took like 5 or 6 grams of mushrooms the day of his thing, and he went out and he was tripping balls like, and it's funny because between each joke he'd just sit there and you could tell he was spacing out, and he's like, whoa man. He's like half of the show is just him in silence, just like looking out at everyone.
Theo had a very interesting life before he got sober, man. His story is fucking nuts. But he's one, dude. His dad was 76 when he had him.
That would explain a lot, to be fair.
And then he was like, when we were kids, man, we used to play the game. His dad's still alive. He's like, is he napping or is he still alive? He's like, yeah, that was pretty cool. He goes, and then, my mom would just change my diapers and my dad's diapers at the same time. So it's cool, just 2 birds, 1 stone. Dude,
I remember he was telling a story once, and he was just like, I remember me and my brother, one of us knocked the other guy out with a chair, and then he just says like, I can't remember who did what. I was like, how the fuck do you forget who was the person that knocked the other person out? Like you are completely knocked out cold. How would you forget that?
Dude, one of the one-liners he threw every time he sat down, he goes, yeah, I went home for the weekend. He goes, got bit by a gay dude, so we'll see what happens with that. What? And the dude even like across the table's like, what?
Huh? Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Good times.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he could just fucking.
Oh,
yeah.
guys, hold on, everyone in chat, can we all get some GGs as well? Big shout out to our good friend Kimberly and Blaine, who's celebrating I believe their fifth year wedding anniversary today.
Oh,
Sure.
What a wonderful couple. Happy anniversary. Kim, Blaine, there we go.
I hope you guys
I
aren't
ended away
here
on holiday on Tuesday.
I hope you guys aren't in here wasting your anniversary on us.
No, they're out to get some fancy dinner.
That's right, they are. They're actually out to dinner, yes.
Kim sent me the menu. It looks fucking good, lads.
Oh.
Looks good shit. Big GGs. Oh, any other news this week, lads?
Oh, that would be great with a rack of fucking tacos. Oh. Oh, yeah.
So annoying. I have something on my glasses and it's driving me mad. I'm taking my glasses off.
Yeah, we could do a tray tacos. You should see this thing Beans brought. It literally is just like it looks like a big ass.
I'll be back in a sec.
Tacos all around it. It's sick. That would be great. Oh.
We go rousing around at tacos.
Oh,
it's the one I had with. There was two Barstool Sports things I really liked. It was the one that he had with Drewski. The Drewski one was great.
And parts of that, yeah.
When he had Randy Orton on. And
the Randy Orton ones. And then he's got the note and he's like, read this.
Yeah, he's like, I
can't read. That's okay.
It says I can't read. He snaps it off him.
His one with Drake is really funny. He's like, where would you say the hottest women are, or something like that? And he's like Toronto or something. And he's like, and Caleb's like, oh, did you fly them from Miami or something?
Yeah.
And Drake just bursts out laughing.
Hey, I love it. Like, there's only a certain amount of people in the world that has the ability to do like stone face comedy, where they can just say the most absurd stuff. Behold,
yeah.
Sometimes if you watch it,
is like the king.
Oh yeah, dude, no one touches that. You Leslie Nielsen, Airplane.
Yeah.
But you could tell when Caleb says some shit, it's like really funny, and he sits there and he just has that shit grin on his face. He's like, like trying to hold it.
I apologize for my AFKness.
Are we okay to do a scene? A promotion here for Mamitas or whatever, which is like the canned alcohol drink that they advertise. Which actually was brought to you by Mamitas. He's just got like a little Mamita sign in the background. It's so silly.
No, they're good, man.
He did like a tour with Hasbulla, like Caleb, and Hasbulla's just like beating the shit out of him constantly.
Shit out of him the entire time.
His hair and stuff. It's so silly.
Is he still canceled for the cat thing, or what's the deal with that?
Oh no, he still lives on. The king lives on.
Seemed to come and go really quickly.
Nah, man, fuck him.
Oh, Hasbulla.
Yeah, punching cats. I don't care. That's not cool.
He's as tall as you. He could take you out.
I think he could take you.
I reckon he could kick the shit out of Dax, to be honest. Easy.
Probably. I'm a bit of a pushover, lads. I can pack a punch, but I just can't do it.
Leslie Nielsen was a great fucking comedic actor, dude.
It's fun. I was watching how they ended up finding him for the Naked Gun series, and he used to be into doing like those like high class dramas, so he'd have to say all
like
those
Murder
lines,
She Wrote,
a complete like serious face or serious tone without dropping the ball or anything. And the writers of the Naked Gun were sitting there like, he's perfect. We should get him to do all this stupid shit, but read those lines as serious as he can as he's doing.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like a drama, and it just seemed to fit so well. And maybe I was Police Squad before Naked Gun, sorry, and they only ran Police Squad for so long. And the reason why they had to take it off the air, supposedly anyway, was because there were so many jokes, like per couple of minutes throughout the runtime of one episode, that they thought that the average viewer wouldn't get it. So the amount of jokes that they had were like running over the budget, and they didn't want to like lower the amount of jokes that they were doing. So they cancelled the show, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just make movies of it." and that led on to like Naked Gun and
Oh, shit.
Airplane and
There you go.
and so on. Yeah, that was great. I think the first thing I ever seen was Hot Shots Part 2. Fuck, I love that
Hot
movie.
Shots Part 2, that was fucking so good.
I can't even remember the first Hot Shots, but I love the second Hot Shots.
The second, I just remember the opening scene when he's dipping his hands in the fucking with the marshmallows,
The gummy
and
bear,
the gummy bears, and the fucking Kit Kats and shit. Yeah.
and the sprinkles.
Shoots the dude in the chest with the chicken, and the egg comes out because he runs out of arrows. Yeah. Oh, dude, what a fucking film series.
The dude who's totally not Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
Melts like the T2 Terminator, and then morphs back into his pet fucking
With his
chihuahua.
dog, the dog. Yeah. This means war. But then, dude, when he's making out the beginning scene, right when he's making out, or no, maybe a little bit in when he's making out with the chicken in the limo, and the driver's running next to him with the camera. He's like cranking the camera, videoing it. Oh, it was good.
And you're like all the, like so many like simple little bits in that movie. Like your one, after she broke up with him, like originally, she took her mole off and put it in like the little case and didn't put it back on until afterwards. Like, oh, you took off your mole. It's like, but I always kept it with me.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Why like?
Dude, it was just
commando scene, just new high score.
Yeah. Ding ding, and they're all just falling. Yeah, like cheesy falling too. Yeah, dude, it was great, dude.
Too many.
The fishing when they're trying to hide on the fishing boat, like he throws the rod, just goes in the water, and he's like, like just starts dancing and shit. Like,
what are you looking up, Collie?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going on. I thought you were on a big search.
No. Hey, Des.
Hey,
that was
Des,
the
how's
thing.
things?
You could do shit like that, back in the day. Like now, you couldn't fucking do that. People get
What,
all
dumb
shitty
shit?
about it.
You totally could.
Like Don Hussein as himself, people just get shitty. You know what I mean? Like you can't say that. People are like, what the fuck, dude? Blazing Saddles. Watch Blazing Saddles and tell me that could be done today.
Definitely
Not
not,
fucking
mate.
what you call a fucking
shot.
Robert Downey Jr. What is it? Fucking
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, like.
Thunder, dude. The Avengers cut with that. Have you seen that?
No?
Where they're all sitting there in
Maybe.
the meeting. Robert Downey Jr. sitting at the back of the table. I forget what scene it was. It might have been in Avengers 1 or 2.
Is that
And then it's him. It's playing the Tropic Thunder clip, and he's like, "We're going to crawl, guys." And then he's going off in the scene. They're all just like all the Avengers. They're like turning around, looking at him. Anthony Mackie's character's just like,
Oh, Tom
It was like-
Cruise is
that
fantastic
was
in
great.
it, yeah.
oh, dude, so good, man.
And the white dude playing another dude playing a black dude.
Dude, I did not know that was fucking Tom Cruise. honestly.
He did
No clue
fantastic.
it was him until
Apparently,
after.
he wore a fat suit as well, like that. Even his hands and stuff in it
I
were.
think he was. Fuck yeah. Dude, hairy as shit.
and was it Matthew McConaughey was there as well? And
He's the manager.
You look back at
I
it now,
got
you're just
you,
like,
TiVo. And he throws it to the helicopter and hits the rocket.
McConaughey was in there.
That guy said he needs a fucking TiVo. He's getting a fucking TiVo.
I always love to see where it's like right at the end, and Jack Black's just after breaking out, and then he gets one of the guards and he
dude.
shoves him down. It's like
Yeah,
pile of
and the cocaine.
He's just like, we got 6 to 8 hours before he wakes up.
Dude, when they first catch him, and he's like all fucked up. So he's like, oh, your mother's a cantankerous whore. And he's like 5 seconds later, he goes, hey man, remember way back when I called your mother a whore? I didn't mean it. Come let me out. And he's like strapped to the pool.
I'll cup the balls and stroke the shaft.
Yeah, come on, man. I'll even take the gravy. Just let me out, man.
I love Jack Black. I love Jack Black.
Oh, did you hear their Tenacious D's cover of? It's not a full cover, but Wicked Game.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's very
That's
good.
very, very good. I wish they released a full cover because the barely 2 minutes of that is not enough.
He has a fantastic voice.
My one kid's obsessed with the Peaches song.
So I seen a TikTok.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta watch this. I'm like, all right. I'm like, we'll go watch it again.
I seen a TikTok and it was like kids these days who know Jack Black, and it's the Peaches song that the guy sings along to, and it's like other kids who grew up with Jack Black, and it's them singing Kickapoo. And it's him. It was like when he was like talking about like fucking a dragon and stuff like that, and Kickapoo and that. I think you could even go back to like Wonder Boy and all that kind of stuff. Like early Tenacious D as well.
Yeah. I had it. Yeah, I was doing something in the house, and I had it playing through the sound bar. And it was like, if it's time to fucking rock, and fucking Beans is like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm changing it. I'm changing. The kids are all around. I'm like, I'm changing it. Oh, I'm changing it. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it came on. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what's going on.
Classical, you're teaching the kids the goods.
Oh, dude, yeah, a little bit more time first. I need a little bit more time before we start blasting the Tenacious D.
Oh man! If I ever have kids, they're gonna listen to whatever the fuck they want. Metal. Beardy's like, you having kids?
Listen,
You're gonna listen.
No. You know, listen, I'm very liberal around the kids with like things said and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Beans curse like sailors. But there is a certain point where you gotta fucking be
music.
Like let's wait a little bit. You know, you gotta wait a little bit. And here you guys play your songs here, and then go, and then we'll get into like that shit. You know. But,
nah, man. I'm all about the swearing. My child's first words are gonna be fuck.
It is, dude.
Probably,
kids cursing,
not conditionally.
I don't give a shit. Kids cursing is the funniest fucking thing in the world. When a little kid goes and just goes like, calls
there's a father like trying to paint the wall with his son, so he's like has his son or his daughter. He's like holding the hands like so she has the brush, and he's like,
well played, Birch.
The brush falls, and he's like, oh shit, and she goes, oh shit. It's such a soft little voice. She's like, oh shit, and you can see the father like creeling over straight away, just.
I was about to bring up the goat video. It's a kid pointing out, God, it's a fucking goat. And he's like, no, it's just a goat. And he's like, no, it's not. It's a fucking goat. And he's pointing. It's just like goat in the garden.
Do you remember Monkey and the Car?
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, it's a classic.
Oh, class. Wait, hold on. What is this?
Or the fire truck?
Yeah.
Say fire truck.
Fire fuck.
Fire fuck.
It's
It's so funny when like the kids are like out in the wild and like they're not in their home space anymore and they say it, and then you see the parents go, no, you're not supposed to say that here. And you just know at home they're being trained into just like, go on.
Yeah.
Say the funny line for us, and then they think, oh, this is okay to say.
Yeah, that's like the thing is like, dude, once you laugh at it, once you're fucked. That's it. It's done.
I remember there's one of like a father, and he's like, okay, I'm giving my two daughters opportunity to say whatever curse word they want once. All right, so these girls are like giggling like fuck, and they're just like, bitch. They're like bitch, and then they just cry laughing like the most innocent swear words. Rach, you fucking can't welcome in.
Where'd you get to, Rach? Who got demolished?
Who got absolutely plowed tonight by?
And Cully was saying Amy went down. Oh, Rom went down?
And the amygdala. Or amygdala.
I'm gonna
kill you.
The amygdala amangada.
Shout out Rage Quits. Wait, where does that bring you? Where does it bring you?
Just twitch.tv.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh,
the amygdala, Rom,
and
Shadows,
Pearl?
and Pearl. Nice. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, Dark Beast Pearl.
Holy.
Yeah. I don't know the
Yeah,
lore
I
of him,
just like randomly came across him. It's quite scary.
Cool fight.
Just this big fucking electric dog thing.
Yo, until you figure out the gimmick, he's an absolute bollocks.
Wait, what's the gimmick?
Break his legs.
and walk away.
You know the way he does the crit damage? You attack any of his legs and he goes down, but if you don't, he just has like demolishes you with the AoE attacks. Or just his actual attacks because he's really fucking fast.
I hit him until he died. Let's go. Collie, what's been your favorite fight in Bloodborne?
Ludwig. Even though you're talking down.
Ludwig was fun, yeah.
Fourth,
I'll
fifth.
be honest.
Goal.
I'll be honest with you, Percy. I took most of them down that quickly. Gascoigne was probably the one that gave me the most trouble. Yeah, I don't like Ludwig was fun. Orphan was like fucked. That was good fun though.
Yeah,
that was the one with like the weird wing thing.
Orphan of Cause.
Was that on the beach?
So sad.
The beach.
Yeah, that's Orphan of Cause. Yeah.
That did look a little interesting.
And he's attacking you with his intestines.
I was like, what's he gonna do now? He just kept doing
That's such a From Software thing, though.
It's a very advanced baby. Like,
yeah, and he's literally holding his own intestines. Like, or no, it's his
was that what
placenta.
it was in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
hand?
I think,
His placenta, yeah, that he uses
That was
as a
what was
weapon.
in his hand, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh, Garmin, right, Oreo? Yeah, Garmin was a good one. I really like
yeah,
Logarius,
Garmin's
actually.
sick.
Logarius on the roof was pretty sick.
Oh, really?
That's my
top.
child. Come here. What?
I think I
ails
just
you?
parried him into oblivion.
Wait, who else was there?
Yeah, Maria's probably the
Oh,
most
Maria's
technically
cool,
fun
yeah.
fight. Like you've said a few times, Dax, like the hunters fights are really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do on this playthrough is don't fuck up Amelia's quest so I can fight that really
Yeah.
difficult hunter.
I
fought
just
her
love
last time
fighting
in the
Gurman at the end, like,
cathedral.
because the music is sick, and then when he like wants to like power up, he faces the moon, which is him facing the moon presence. Like he
Yes.
turns and does just like he does the calling sign or whatever it is, and that's when he powers up, and that's just cool. That they did that detail, sick, and the
Ron
music
was stinky though.
fucking sick.
Is that hunter fight that you're talking for the Amelia quest? Is that after you beat Amelia, but then Eileen ends up there, and then you have
No, sorry,
there.
it's Eileen. No, it's Eileen I'm talking about. It's Eileen I'm talking about. Sorry.
yeah.
So the first time for my playthrough, I didn't fight her. Sorry, I didn't help her with Henrique at Gascoigne's.
Okay.
Like Tomb of Odin, or whatever the fuck it is. So then you end up fighting her inside Cathedral Ward if it goes a certain way, a cathedral or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
Whereas like if you do it another way, she's outside dying, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause
she's
she's tried to
outside.
So I didn't get that ending of her quest, whereas that's what I'm trying to do this time.
Ah, right,
And
right,
so
right.
many
Yeah,
tragic ending.
The hunter inside does the bone like the roll with the bone thing, so he goes invisible.
He's fast.
So I look forward to fighting him.
The NPCs in Bloodborne are actually, if you go through and like do multiple playthroughs and learn about their stories, every single one of them is tragic. Like every one of them ends really badly, like by them dying or them losing something that belongs to them.
Todd
Shit crack.
Todd just beat Logarius, and I said to him, I was like, "Oh well, inside the Queen's room there is summons. If you want to give it to Alfred, like." It's optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. So he did. So then he went back there and he'd obviously squished the Queen. And then I was like, well, and then he started fighting. That's what last night when I was talking about having a really bad time and stuff.
Yeah.
So he killed Alfred, and then you take the flesh, and then you can go to the brain of Mentis or wherever the fuck it is. You can go behind that, and then you can make her reappear. But what was I going to say? But yeah, if you don't fight Alfred or whatever, and you go away, you find him later on, and he's killed himself or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's completed.
His whole quest.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Ah.
So it's good that there's like loads of different ways that
Oh,
but
there's
like
loads. Yeah.
Like you say, it's all just sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. Everyone.
There's no happy endings. There's no happy endings for you either.
I think the happiest ending for you is you becoming.
I see you turn the slug.
But turning into the slug
GGs.
that was the whole goal of ascending. This was sending humanity into its next stage. You become a great
That's
one.
not your goal, though.
Did you even
No,
have
I
a
guess
goal?
not.
Or probably just survived the hunt.
Well, your goal
I-
was you had an ailment and you got your contract, right?
I think arguably the best ending for you is Garmin chopping your head off.
Yeah,
then
and
you get
you awake. But do you awake? Yeah, you awake in the real world.
Yeah, you
again.
awake in the real world. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it probably is.
Could you
And you've
imagine-
got
Was it
no
all
memory
a
of
dream
anything.
then? Was the
Well,
hunt
no,
not an
because you
actual
were
thing?
because you were in the hunter's dream.
Could you imagine like
With
ascending
Garmin.
all the
humanity
time?
just to become a fucking slug?
I don't know the answer to
But you're
that.
like a cool slug, though.
Yeah, but you're
It's a cool
fucking
slug.
you're a
Yeah,
slug
but-
that works on several dimensions. Sick shit.
Yeah, but what if you're like a Pokemon slug and that's like?
I'm sure you'll
evolve
develop
like-
into something.
like
You won't
a
just be a slug
caterpie?
your whole life. Like.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh, no,
caterpillar?
you become a great one, but even the great ones is quite sad.
Yeah,
Like a Bretus, she was just fucking locked underneath.
she
She's
was
like, "Oh,
forgotten.
humans
She was
are
left
sound."
behind, right?
And the humans were like,
Then you
"Yeah,
come in
let's
and fucking
use
kill
this
her."
one's blood for
She
some
started it.
wacky
No,
shit.
apparently she doesn't. She doesn't attack you, right?
No, she
Oh no,
only
you
attacks
have
once
to.
you've
You have
attacked.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to start.
Same
it,
with
'cause
Rom.
it was last week, I think. Purse was it? We stayed up and we beat a Bretus.
Bretus, Maria,
Does he
and
do two?
No, not Maria, Amygdala, and we did optional bosses
Oh,
when
you
it
did
was
Maria
you.
on yeah.
Amygdala, Abritus, and
What was the other one?
is Abritus the celestial? No, it was the celestial being or whatever.
Yeah.
The other one I did.
Oh, the
So not Abritus, the other celestial one.
jelly guys.
Yeah, the little jelly guys look
Well,
like Brian from
well, you
not
were-
Brian, but from American Dad.
What you were saying, Collie, is like
Mr.
the
Meeseeks.
best ending for us is for Gurman to cut our head off, but that means we leave Gurman in the
Butthole.
state that he was in,
Oh,
which
fuck
was
him.
yeah. But like the whole idea was like we're supposed to feel so sorry for this man because he's been through so much shit, and then by us sacrificing ourselves, we don't release him.
Jesus,
We just leave him here.
Yeah, but no, but he offers it to us though.
Yeah,
He offers it to us, so we're accepting.
yeah, but that's
his offer.
why.
It's not his choice, but it's his choice to offer it to us though.
Yeah,
right?
but I wonder. I don't know if you
Whereas
reject it
whereas
because he wants to kill
whereas
you.
Whereas he could just be like, oh well, like let's fight and see who's gonna win, and then if you win, then you can take my seat and release me. Whereas if I win, then I'll stay here and you get released, kind of thing.
Yeah, why didn't he want to be released? Actually, I don't know.
I think he's just trying to be like the first hunter, bigger man, kind of thing. Like Hunter's dreams, his domain, is it not? Kind of thing. Is
Yeah.
that- I'm not too sure.
But he's dead in real life. He's only in the Hunter's Dream.
So if he,
So if
So
he
does he
dies in
not
the
wake
Hunter's
up?
Dream, that's it. He's gone. No, he doesn't exist in the real world.
so where is our body in the real world then?
I'm not sure because I wonder that
Or are
because
we
when
in
you
our-
go to the
Well, I
Hunter's
think- but we
Dream,
jump between the worlds though, do we not?
yeah, we go back and forth.
So we don't have a real body in the real world. We are that, right?
Yeah, because when we go to the Hunter's Dream, does our body exist in the real world? I always wonder that as well. Like when we join the Hunter's Dream,
just
is that
chilling
us
beside a
falling
lamp.
asleep and then we're
don't
there, or is that us physically being transformed or transported to a different realm?
because the only
But
time
Holy
you can
came
go
in
to
at a
the-
good time.
The only time you can go to the Hunter's Dream when you first start off is by dying. You
Right at
can't
the
go
start.
unless
Yeah,
you
that's
die.
right. You have to die. No, you can kill the beast, and then just go to the lamp. I think, but I just died to the beast anyway because I was
Yeah.
rubbish.
Oh,
I think you can kill the wolf thing, and then you go to the first lamp.
Butthole, we're deep in lore.
Yeah, we're talking about Bloodborne butthole.
Bloodborne. The Bloodborne butthole. The bloody butthole.
it's
Yikes.
wide.
That's sore. Yeah, I'm so happy, Collie. I've said this loads of times, but I'm so happy you played it.
Slugship. Have you ever played it, Birch? Have you ever played any From games? What one game that I hope to get onto, maybe I don't know, tail end of summer or something like that, depending on what I've got lined up, is Disco Elysium. Watched Birchie play
supposed to
through
be
that,
great.
and it's fucking like watch it. It was one of the best. I'm not just saying that because he's here, because
game
I've
is
said it
that?
multiple
Disco?
times before. But it's one of the best like viewer experiences I've ever had.
Scroll
That's it.
I didn't know
easy.
what the
That's
fuck
a
was
detective
happening.
game.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck was happening, but Birchie was class.
Game.
Yeah, it's like a detective game. Yeah.
Like
Ooh,
in the.
I don't know if I've seen it.
The detectives on. It won. What year? 2020. I want to say it won a ton of awards. When did that come out?
I'm not sure, but it did though. It was
Utter
very
shite.
well received.
Never played it, butthole.
Oh, it
Add it
was
to your
well
list.
received.
Nantro, welcome in.
Hello,
Absolutely
Nan.
pog. Wait, is that PogChamp?
Ooh,
That's
20
called Champions,
Yeah, PogChamp indeed.
and it's like PAWG champ.
Like a fat ass white girl champ.
Hmm.
Ah.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Voice acting's unreal. Oh, is this in
Shout
Disco Elysium?
Shout out to
Yeah.
the homies out there.
So I think in it you can just be an absolute piece of shit as well. I believe.
Hmm.
I'm like
I
signing
always
up.
try. I always try to be the good person. You know, in those games where you can go morally both ways. I always do the good way first.
Paragon is almost always the first way you go through. It depends on it depends on some. There are some people who will go through and they're like, I'm gonna be an absolute prick. This
Maybe
entire
I should
way."
do that on like a new playthrough of a new game where you can do that. Maybe I should be the bad guy.
It just
Fuck it. Let's do it, lads.
just be the prick. You should actually do Mass Effect, but go Renegade. Renegade is so much fun.
Everyone just hates you, like.
Did you
What's
finish
that?
Mass Effect 3?
No. I need to go back to it. I know Mass Effect kept me going, but every time I streamed it, chat was dead, and I honestly started to fall asleep on some streams. Like I was literally like, "Oh my god, I can barely stay awake." So I was like, "I don't know if I should stream this anymore."
Where are you?
I say I'm like 70% of the way through, or 60 to 70% of the way through Mass Effect 3.
Like
It was getting tough.
it's not long. Like all the games are
Hey, Lone Star.
like they're 30 hours long. like in around that. So
Hello.
it's put your go on, just fucking finish it.
Name,
No, he needs to do
name a
Red
Percy
Dead.
sex
Fuck
tape.
every other game.
You're turning into me. You're starting shit and never finishing it.
True that. Dirty hours.
Dirty.
Skyrim, man. Some games that like you play and you forget about reality. That was Skyrim for me.
Mass Effect is a snooze. That's fair. I can see how it would be boring. But
That's
you're,
fair.
the reason why I wasn't saying that for you, Dax, is because you seem to be really enjoying Mass Effect.
I was enjoying it. It was good, but then I started to fall asleep.
I know
and it wasn't
3
good
is
anymore.
the slog of the lot of it. 3
Yeah,
is
no,
the
there was
slog.
one or
It's
two fights that I
up
did, and I
until,
was
like-
like, "This is absolute bullshit, like
yeah,
complete
up
wank."
until like halfway or just over, it just turns into what's going on, why.
All Dax was playing it for was to try and shag some aliens.
I didn't get. I got to kiss somebody else. It's a
That-
sad
that's not-
time. I went for the blue lady. What was her name?
Oh, Liara.
Liara, yeah.
Liara.
She kissed me.
Tsumi.
I didn't get to go any further though.
Probably got more affection in your visit to Glasgow.
True that. True that. For Collie, Beardy,
Pretty
Percy.
grabs your butt.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
definitely
Beardy did
touching.
more than my fucking ball, I'll tell you.
Oh,
Wait,
With mouth
he
to
didn't slap
mouth
it or
after-
grab it. He fucking cracked it with a slap.
My whole
No,
hand.
that crack was amazing.
The
Oh,
crack
man.
right around the world. Beans texted me and said, "What the fuck was that earthquake?" So that was the power of the cheeks.
Yeah.
And then after
Oh,
that,
Ellie, get
back
back
to
to
your-
your get back to your earlier statement. Yes, I do. I'm not a fan of Iron Brew. I do not like it.
oh yeah,
dead to me.
yeah.
You're dead to me, cunt.
I don't, it
Oh,
tastes
wait.
like cotton candy. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I was
Yeah.
extremely impressed. Extremely impressed with fucking Collie fucking cracking that thing first thing in the morning to revitalize himself.
Revitalize himself.
be done.
Oh, just get that into me, fucking. Not a fan of brew.
Secret sauce.
I'm
The
not,
secret
not a fan of
sauce.
it. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Oh, Glasgow could almost become a yearly event. Glasgow's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. The old Peach Gang
It
meal.
was good, dude. It was good.
Fucking heathen.
I wish it was. I wish it was longer.
I'll
That's
never,
the
I'll
only
never
downfall
forget
is I wish it was
turning
longer.
and seeing Todd beside me. That was the most fucking weird shit
Oh my
ever.
God.
That was like I was tripping balls. Like I just turned and I was like, "Is that actually Todd?"
Dude,
You
Huh?
have to do that double take.
Yeah, I
So-
did double take it because I was carrying drinks and I was like, "Oh hey."
Dude, it was so much
Huh?
fun, so little time though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Vodka and
vodka and iron brew.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Vodka and anything.
I never tried.
I feel diabetic. I feel
Oh.
my toes numbing up as we're talking about it.
Percy, what are you drinking? What are you drinking now?
I'm still on the whiskey and ginger ale.
The Irishman. What's
The
it like?
Irishman.
The Percy. He's drinking the Percy.
It like if I was sitting down just sipping it, it's actually really nice.
Man, I'm
triple
fucking cooked
distilled
after 2 drinks.
for
Oh,
a smoother taste.
You're
This-
eating the berries, dude.
oh man,
I
the
think
berries
I
are
was
good though,
thinking-
Beardy.
Oh, it's a bourbon as well. No wonder I like it so much. Green apple and honey. Pot still spice, summer fruits, deep finish.
I'll give you a deep
fading
finish.
into, spiced oak and butterscotch.
But oh man, butterscotch, like a butterscotch milkshake. Oh fucking hell.
I should
That's some
compare to
good
fucking one of these. A Werther's original.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
Come here, there.
Went to Aldi tonight and they have the Yorkshire pudding beer. Ah, Dan, thank you. Thanks for the generic Twitch notification that I keep pointing out whenever somebody makes a generic Twitch notification. Thank you.
Dan.
Thank you very much, Dan. Suggestion for the
Dan.
group was Collie's here, run away and hide. Oh. So, no, but Collie has his headphones on. He'll know that we're doing it. He's probably down
Yorkshire.
in the kitchen fucking listening to us.
Yorkshire pudding beer? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Beardy, have you ever had a Yorkshire pudding?
No, but that sounds fucking.
It's not
terrible.
pudding.
Yorkshire pudding is
Sorry, Dan.
Isn't it like black pudding? Kind
No,
of?
it's like a pastry.
no.
Yorkshire pudding
Like,
is
oh.
pastry.
like
Oh, never mind, no.
that size. So it looks like
A cup.
how could you
Cup
put it? Think of like a mince pie, like entire pastry, but hollow in the middle. so it has like a bit of a dip. So it's entirely pastry.
It's like a cup of pastry.
And you'd have it with like your Sunday roast or that, and like if you had like
man,
fucking
Sneevel.
spuds or peas or something, and you just
Yeah, man, Yorkshire pudding, homemade Yorkshire. My mom makes them sometimes, like for a Sunday dinner. And you know, Beardy or Percy, when they fuck it up and they go way too big, that's so good. It's like this massive fucking thing coming onto your plate. Smother it in gravy. Oh man, it's some good shit.
So I gotta try.
It's
good. It's
like bangers and mash.
Basically, an edible plate on your plate that you shovel shit onto. Scoff it down.
Yorkshire pudding sounds like a sexual byproduct. It reminds me, Joe, of the word clout. You know, people are like, oh, he's just doing that for clout. And I'm like, clout does not sound like something I want. It sounds like an STI. Man, I got a really bad dose of the clout there recently. Had to get meds for
I hate
it.
the looks. They have like things here, like oatmeal cream pies. And now when you say it, I feel like everyone just looks at you weird. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, I was so disappointed today. So me
tasty.
and Turkey went on a cute date today for lunch. We went to McDonald's. McDonald's in Portlaoise. We got Big Macs, right? I was sitting there, the place was packed, right? I was order number 59, he was number like 50 or some shit. But anyway, we were sitting there and eating away, and your one came out and she was like, order number 69, and I was like, hey. But nobody else in the whole restaurant said anything or moved or bustled or increased the volume. I was like, am I a fucking child? Like I was waiting for somebody to go, bio. But nothing happened. Nothing happened. I was so disappointed.
High five and be like, nice, bro.
Yeah. Come on,
dude, bro, 69.
Oh man, come on. Oh, nobody's a fucking crack like.
They did that over here for a little bit too. Bagged milk. It was fucking weird. I couldn't get my kids used to fucking throw a straw in it and throw it across the cafeteria like a hand grenade. Yeah, it was fucked up. They did it for a couple years and then that went out the window. I think they might. I don't think they do it anymore. They had bags of strawberry milk, bags of regular milk, and bags of chocolate milk. Bagged milk. It was weird.
I'm gonna let that stick with me for the rest of my life. Whenever I see 6 followed by a 9, I'm just gonna be like, nice. Because I do it every time I see it. I'm like,
Dax, I missed boob on my odometer.
Oh man, you fool!
I was like, the one I was looking at, dude, it was 8,005. I'm like, sweet, and I was like, all right, I gotta keep an eye on this. And then like the next day I got it, and it was like 8,000 or 800, 8,035. I was like, fuck.
Oh man, sad. Yes, you are a child, but never grow up. Ah, come on.
Yeah, it's weird as shit. It really is.
Oreo, you do it too. I know you do. Bag wine is good. Yeah, Ellie. Bag of wine. Box wine in the fridge.
The bag. That's that's like a night you're like, I'm getting fucked up. You go and buy a fucking
man, we gotta do a wine night some night on Tins. We gotta do like a whiskey night, a wine night, a gin night.
Port night was good. Port night wasn't bad. Did you get fucked up on port night? I don't remember getting fucked up. I remember getting to the bottom of the bottle and like, I don't feel that fucked up.
No, but if we did a wine night, all of us have to finish one bottle. One bottle. Wine night, one bottle. We're all fucked.
Wine bean bags? What the fuck is that? And why did you at Stream Elements?
No, I think you can actually get it at Stream Elements, as in like part of. Oh, at Ellie. Fucking hell.
Hey, Stream Elements knows now. You've informed me.
Stream Elements is going to start supplying that shit. You can add your own branding to it.
And a big spike. Really, yeah, he's helping him out as far as I know. Hold on, I gotta look at his beanbag wine.
Beanbag wine, what the fuck?
That's another thing too. And I think a beanbag, beanbag just came up. I don't know why. I have no idea where it came from. Yeah.
Beanbag. I'm not right in the beanbag.
I'm like nutsacks. Yeah, no, it's nothing. It's just a wine colored beanbag for me.
Oh, yeah, wait. Man, there's so many things.
Refillable wine bags.
There's so many things I see on a daily basis, and I'm like, but I guarantee nobody else is doing the same, you know? And I feel like, man, I'm such a fucking child. It's ridiculous. I don't think my humor has changed much since I was like 10.
Probably not. I mean, like, what do you? The only thing you could do is get worse, right? Like,
yeah, but even like
worse,
like farts ever gonna not be funny,
dude? You know what? Beans makes me feel terrible for doing this, but I think it's funny as hell. And like the kids even like they chuckle. Like my littlest one is like my butt height, and now like if I have to fart, I'll just be like, I'll just turn to hit him with it. He goes, "Ew, you fart!" And he walks away, and she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And I'm like dying laughing. I'm like, "It's funny, dude.
Oh,
Come on, that's funny, dude."
Yeah, that's good.
My oldest, if he's sitting on the couch, I'll just like sit on him and fart and be like, "Ew, you stink, dude." And I walk away. He goes, "What? What?" Oh, dude, it's hilarious. Oh, it's so good.
Percy, do you ever think farting is not going to be funny?
Oh, in my life, if I think that farting is not funny.
Yeah, because I was saying earlier, like for the rest of my life, whenever I see
life's not worth living if farts aren't funny anymore.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're in the same boat as us. They're always funny.
Farts are funny.
Yeah.
You bought Greek wine today? Is that because you're?
If you're one of those people that like farts aren't funny, I know you need to get.
There's no need.
I think yeah, like all right. What are some other things that are like? What are like taboo funny things? Like things that maybe everyone won't find funny.
Kids getting hurt.
There's a whole fucking Instagram page dedicated to that, and it's
I follow
hilarious.
it. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's literally called "Kids Getting Hurt."
Yeah, but it's only funny because the kids are fine, but it's like a kid banging his head on something or like dung, like some dumb shit. Yeah,
okay, dude.
That shit always makes me laugh.
The other day, the girl was on the scooter, the little girl riding down the driveway. She decided to lean on the very front like this.
Oh yeah, and she gets to the
and the dad was just like, "Oh, all right, come here." like, you knew this was gonna happen, and you didn't stop it. You cold bastard. Thank you.
Somebody getting hit in the nuts.
Hitting the nuts is funny.
Oh yeah,
but that's
especially if it's like a good one. You're like, "Oh yeah, dude."
Yeah, that's always funny. I think that'll always be funny to me.
Did you see? It was I only seen it on fucking TikTok the other day, but it was like this kid. He was like fucking early teens or something, but he's like in the gym with Eddie Hall, and he has a towel, and Eddie's just standing there, just like, "Yeah, you can't whip me," and this
he hits him right in the
wraps it up and gets the perfect whip, just right in the nuts of Eddie Hall, and he goes down like a sack of spuds. Oh my
hits him in the nuts,
oh
dude.
Man,
Have
you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that video of the bear in the woods and it's like scratching its back up against?
Oh yeah, and it hits
some like fence, and it swings down and it hits up. Like I love the way it immediately like leans forward. It's
like a universal thing. That's like a universal thing, dude.
And it tries to walk away, and it's like struggling to walk.
You gotta get it on film, Senpai. Get it on film.
Yeah, Senpai, do it, man.
What's your bet today on purpose?
Dude, my buddy Rab, he's usually the third person in the when we play Hunt.
That's
Rabble.
Speaking.
We used to go to Blockbuster, which is like the video rental place. You guys familiar?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
We used to go into Blockbuster, dude. And we were like, we were teenagers at this point. I think he just started driving, and we'd be looking at games and like, all right, what are we gonna play? So he was down the aisle. He leaned all the way down to like the lower racks. He picks up something that we weren't going to get. He just picks it up. He goes, "Yo, what do you think about this?" And he hands it to me. I pick it up, and he fucking punches me square in the dick, dude. I went down to grab the shelf. I was like, "Oh!" I just pulled down like 3 shelves of games, dude. It's just like, "Oh!" This is behind the counter, like what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, "Oh!" And he's just laughing. He walks away, and I gotta pick. Not only my nuts, like he just destroyed my nuts, but like I gotta pick up all these fucking games and try to reattach this shelf. Oh, dude.
Oh, Ellie, if you actually search bear getting hit in the nuts, it's probably one of the videos. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it does like the long. It looks like it was riding a horse. It's doing like the fucking.
Yeah, and it's struggling like.
Oh man, just that remind me of. Just like growing up, we'd always be like trying to figure out ways to like hit each other in the nuts.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the lads got it so much, like between like tennis balls, flicks, whatever, and he ended up having to go to the hospital because he had, from the amount of like frequent hits he got, he had twisted nuts.
Oh god.
Oh, I know a dude who did that.
And I'm not sure if like he had, like he still has
I'm gonna cry.
But I'm not sure if like one is just it ain't working anymore.
I love that one.
He would have told us that, like, he's just like, lads, I was in bed there, and I was just like, I'd be there like under the covers, and I'd like have the light on my phone. And I'd be looking, just like, what if this is the size of a fucking tennis ball? I don't know what to do. And he had to go down and like tell his parents, just like, I have to go to hospital. One of my testicles is fucking massive.
My nuts are huge.
I'm having to go down to your mother and just go, I have to go to the hospital. There's something wrong.
I'll never forget that video with the two dudes and somebody else is recording it, and he's like measuring the guy with a measuring tape, like put your arm or whatever.
He drops it.
Yeah, and he's like, you hold here, and he holds it there,
Yeah.
and then he goes out like perfect measuring, just lets go on perfect fucking angle, just thump
right to his dick. Yeah, dude. There was a guy I worked with who twisted a testicle. He jumped on a shovel. He like was digging, and he like jumped on the shovel and just went, oh, and he fell over. And he's like, ah, he screamed. They took him to the hospital. Dude, they had to cut him open and untwist it.
Man, do you remember that?
And then they had to, when they sewed it back, they're like, it might happen again. So they had to keep it stationary. So they had to reattach it to his thigh. So the thing's like now like always like just sewn to his thigh.
What
like
the fuck?
So it wouldn't twist again. His testicles, yes. His sack. His sack is sewed to his upper thigh, so it doesn't twist. Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch on MTV back in the day, Scarred?
Yeah. Oh, are you?
Yeah, it was good.
What,
With
are you gonna
Kobe.
Yeah, the nutsack one, but I'm just talking about in general. It was pretty fucked.
Dude, did you watch them get like the fix? Like the dude jammed his knees, and the doctors in there were like hammering a huge fucking pipe, like hammering his fucking bones back, like down again. Oh, it was crazy, dude. Oh, it was gross.
The dude on Scarred is the one that came to your mind. Is the one where your man tried to do a grind.
Yeah, and right at the end he gets caught, and he's like, "Oh, what the
stair.
fuck is that?" And his testicles were like outside its sack.
Yeah, there's a little.
He like properly ripped it.
Catches him right on the sack, and it just rips it in his testicles. They're like, "Hello."
Oh, Christ Almighty!
Dude. I
Fucking
heard a
hell,
story
that is
about
rough.
the dude like dicking around at the golf course ball wash, and he was like joking around. He like climbed on it. It was like put his nuts in there. It was like his friends were laughing, but he fell, and it went down, and it ripped one of them off. Yeah, it ripped one of them off, and the other one like just ripped open. Yeah, but he was like, they were all fucked up on the golf course, and he's like, oh look, ball washed, and he was just like, oh, and he fell, and just they were just stuck in there. Yeah,
it makes you think that you know the lads nearly have that. Oh, it's like it's not instinctive, it almost is, but just like is this for some reason an urge to maybe at some point in their lives just like jokingly
put their nuts on something.
Name themselves.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Which is like
yeah.
Chris Pontius. I can't remember if it was in the Jackass show or
the newest one. The newest one, he had the snapping turtle bite his fucking penis. You remember that? It was the last one. Like, I would have fucking took a chunk off that thing, dude.
I was going to say the snake one. Remember where they just
like,
needle
into the glory hole and start moving.
Yeah. Just like a mouse. They had it dressed like a mouse.
That's right. And then he pulls it back out, and the snake comes with it because it's attached. Yeah.
Oh, like that, dude. Oh my god!
Like Jackass, like the movies and that were good, but even like the old TV shows were great.
Oh,
like, they were just wandering about in their underwear, they're tighty whities, and they're just across the room from each other with like their legs like splayed like that, and they have to chuck like stuff to the other end of the room. And the dog bone, and like the racquetball and stuff like that.
Yeah, it started off with like a bean bag and kept getting heavier and heavier.
Yeah. There was a finale, and it was the dog bone. It was like a fucking 10-pound dog bone. Oh my god, what a show, dude! Like seriously, what a fucking show.
Oh, that will never be recreated.
Well, a couple of people tried. I think they had like
Dirty Sanchez.
They had Dirty Sanchez. They were the Swedish guys, weren't they?
No, they were Dirty Sanchez were Welsh.
Dirty Sanchez were Welsh.
Didn't one of them die?
English. Did they?
I don't know. So there was Dirty Sanchez. There was
the Something Brothers was the Swedish guys.
Speaking of Jackass, guess who seen Bam Margera was at Bean's bar last night.
Oh really?
Yeah, he gave her he's in there drinking when he's not supposed to. He's sober. And gave her a like shit. Oh. Gave her a fake room number and skipped the tab too. A swell fella.
Did he?
Nice one, Bam.
Yeah.
Nice one. What a nice
fucking
guy.
Swell guy.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a mess. He's been a mess since
Yeah,
Ryan Dunn died. Like really
Yeah.
bad.
yeah, he
Yeah.
went way downhill and never came back. I think he had like a long streak where he was living somewhere in like Croatia or something, but then he was like, I want to come home and I want to do this, want to do that, and then he came home and was just partying the fuck again, I think.
I heard a few years ago that he was after getting back into skateboarding and everything, and he
Yeah.
was on the up.
He's hanging out around a lot in Philly though, because they're doing like the FDR skate park, which was a real big fucking skate park under 95. They're like redoing, they're building more ramps, they're redoing shit, they're like really dressing it up like really fucking nice. And he's been down there hanging out with those guys, like the real old school guys are there and shit. Like back in the day.
Well, back in the day, he had a chance to be like a really, really good skateboarder, but then he opted
Yeah.
to go down like the Jackass route, I think.
But see, that's
Skateboarding's so
Yeah.
impressive.
he was
Yeah.
already he was already pro.
Yeah.
And
Oh, but I mean, like he could have been like huge,
Yeah,
huge.
He could have been bigger.
he could have kept going easily. Yeah. Oh, easily. He could have kept going. Could have been one of the best freestyle and just like flatland borders, and he could have done a bit of vert as well. He was like really well versed in skateboarding. He's like
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I like got into skateboarding when I was younger. It's like him, Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist, because they'd
Oh
have
man,
like all
you ever
the,
see the old school videos of Rodney Mullen?
I had a poster
Oh,
signed.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Rodney
crazy shit.
He must have just like in. No, I won't phrase it the way I was going to phrase it. He's ridiculously good at math. So if you ever watch any of like his little documentaries or things that he does like proper like I want to say like geometry, like physics, like
Of how to do shit.
proper shit of how
Fuck.
to like flip his board.
I think I shared it in Interesting Things a while ago, but there's a documentary, a Vice documentary on Chad Muska.
Chad Muska, what a dude!
I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, because that's how he invented like the dark. There was the dark side, the dark slide. He invented so many tricks like the tray flip.
Start
the heel
having an
flip.
eclair.
Oh my god,
Dirty bitch.
man, skateboarding's fucking class.
Skateboarding's
It's a
cool.
fork. What the hell? Fancy man.
Eclair. Eclair. Oh, did you see on my stream last night when I was streaming? I didn't realize I had joined a voice chat. And halfway through the stream, I went over to click Spotify to play. And as I played, I could hear a voice. And I was like, I didn't know there was lyrics in this. It was Jim saying like, hey, do you know you're still in Discord?
Oh, was it your work Discord?
Yeah. My work Discord. He was like, do you know you're still in here? Because I was supposed to do work with him, but we delayed it till this morning. It was funny. I was just,
Alright, okay.
it took me a second. I was
I
like,
don't
what the
remember
fuck's
this
going
part
on?
of the song.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's going
Oh,
on?
no, I must have missed a bit.
Give him a big shout out to the stream. Big Jim.
Good man, Jim.
Big Jim boy.
Big Jim.
Big Jim boy. Any plans for the weekends, boys?
I had today
Edinburgh,
off.
Edinburgh tomorrow.
Woo, the magical city. The city. Not just a city.
city.
The city in Scotland.
Me.
I love how like everyone hates Edinburgh. Though. Like I literally got in the cab, same dude. I was like, "Hey, I went to Edinburgh, it's shit town, shit place, shit city." It's not fucking too much. Everything's so expensive. I was like, dude, everyone fucking hates on Edinburgh. It's great. Like they just shit on it.
Get shit on.
It's full of hipsters, man.
Oh, isn't it all?
Isn't it all?
I head off today. I had the youngest one's concert at school. They had the pre-K concert, so we did that. Went to a nice breakfast, and then came home. And then just Saturday, Sunday to next week is going to be shit. So I'm just going to chill out as much as possible.
Oh,
Next week's definitely going to suck.
Any Pantera, as you would have hoped.
No, there was a negative
yeah.
on the Panther. Not even close. Some Sunshine songs, and then yeah.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
No, it was a different one than that. I don't know which one though.
When skies are gray. You know I love you.
I'm trying to close the door.
Only sunshine. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
um
Thought Young Mullet was gonna was going to bust onto the scene there.
He was dancing like fucking crazy. No,
Moulet, he goes by nowadays. Moulet. Moulez-vous coucher avec moi?
You're like the Moulet. No, he wasn't too into the singing, but he was really getting down. He was really boogieing on stage.
Boogie down, man. Boogie down.
Oh yeah, so we talked about it, guys. I'm probably not going to be in. Well, I'm definitely not going to be in this Friday. Coming. We're talking about
Beardy
this.
won't be here. I won't be here the Friday after. Neither will you, Collie, right?
No, it's next week for me.
Oh, next week. Okay. Yeah. Tins and Gins might be all over the place for a bit, lads.
Yeah. I'm going into
the Knights is the one that I'm missing, but apart from that, I shouldn't miss any others.
Cool.
I won't.
We're good. Wait.
So Monday I have to go for a walkthrough of the new job, and then I'll find out the schedule on it and see for how long it is. But I'm not sure, how long it's going to be and stuff. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. I just said this month is just going to be very spotty.
Yeah. Okay. Lads, believe it or not, we do other things outside of Tins and Gins, so sometimes we can't make Tins and Gins.
You guys don't pay me enough to quit my job.
But when it's all four of us again, we'll play Overcooked 2.
Fuck off, we will.
Yeah, I'll be up for that. It'll be good fun.
Yeah, because you weren't fucking there.
Teamwork.
Because you weren't there,
man.
Yeah. When I'm there, Beardy, I will pull you in. We will become a great team.
Okay, Beardy, how about this? I skipped the queue. We had a game for the four of us down the line from like almost a year ago, and since fiber has been installed, it's now
Left 4
possible.
Left 4 Dead.
Is that the game?
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2.
Beardy's like, oh, okay.
Hey, it's the boy.
A child.
Yeah, Beardy's like, y'all got any of that Overcooked 2?
Yeah. Guys, what do you think about a Left 4 Dead Tins and Gins? I want to set it up though so that our cameras work.
Hats off to fucking Steven, by the way, too. Thanks, Steven, for watching me getting the living shit kicked out of me in Zelda 1.
Oh, Beardy, tell us how did it go?
Useful information today.
How did it go?
Steven?
How did it go?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I've been watching your Zelda 1 VOD. I've been watching Zelda 1 VOD and I was lurking Zelda 2.
I'd rather lay on
this little green hat.
I'd rather lay on a spike table and have someone in high heels kick me in the nuts repeatedly than play Zelda 1 and 2.
That's an average weekend for me.
They are brutal, dude.
They look tough.
They're like
super tough.
I actually was just watching something on it today, just kind of learning, trying to figure out like Zelda 2, and it was very. It's actually, I think it's one of within the top 10 of the hardest NES games because of something the developer did or something. I don't know. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? The suffering is a true intended experience. Suffering is real. The suffering is real. No, it's dude, it's cool because I'll be able to say I played a monitor like that, but it has been a I can't wait to push on to the other games after that. But Collie, I would jump up on you. If I was there, I'd jump up on you.
Best Dougie.
They're both here.
Get them both on you.
Cutie.
Look at that fucking head. Look at the size of that head.
That
Collie can hear you. Jesus.
That's not even the big guy.
Oh, it's a dog. All right. Yeah.
Get out of here.
There's the big guy.
Look at this.
I was like, that ain't even the big guy.
Holy moly. How are they getting on, Collie?
No, look at
Yeah, they're fine.
Doing well. Settled in.
From a mic now.
No, we can hear you perfectly. Settle in nicely, yeah?
Yeah, all good.
Nice.
Look at dude.
I'm surprised he has enough space to turn around in there. Holy fuck.
Oh, he's gonna be on next week in a fucking fur coat. All the hair going off. I'm like, he's gonna be all mink jacket.
Aww. Such floof. Right. Speaking of floof, actually, lads, we're going to send you to somewhere with a raid tonight with somebody who has a lovely head of hair. Guys, we're pretty much at the end of Tins and Gins. We only have a few minutes left, so we're going to finish up here. Thanks so much for everyone for watching. Any final messages, lads?
Be fucking spamming the inputs.
Spamming the inputs.
I don't know. I hope everybody has a lovely weekend. And
Hey.
That's a big pupper.
That's a big boy.
Only. Paws like bears.
Yeah.
Finally,
And
right.
if anybody is sharing the long weekend, do have a good one.
Wait, there's another long weekend?
Yep.
Not for me. Only with you guys.
Hey, guys,
You guys always
got some
fucking
good
long
got some
weekends.
good tunes going on here.
Are you doing the raid message?
Yeah,
Next?
I got it.
So, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging around. Putting up with our bullshit for yet another week. 129 weeks, in fact. 130 next week. Oh, Dax means you have to carry the load.
Oh Christ!
Oh,
I'll carry your load
this
all day,
load's-
son. All right, this is our raid message, by the way. Story by care to join us for a few cans down in the local. Hey, all right. We're gonna send you over, guys, to D-Tech. Guys, D-Tech is somebody that we're gonna actually get
I'm
on
not
Tins and
copy and
Gins.
pasting that.
What? Why not?
What
D-Tech
the
is somebody who will be joining us on Tins and Gins in the coming week. D-Tech's a Resident Evil 2 speedrunner from Wales. He's good lad, good crack, and I asked him to join us tonight, but he just with short notice and stuff was a bit fucked. And then the coming weeks, we're not sure who's going to be here, who's not, but he's going to join us soon, and he's a good lad. So please go over there, give him some love, get the raid message in there, and we'll talk to you next week. A few of us will
Bye,
talk to you next
everyone.
week.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
who's
Upon the cool Tins and Gins video. All right, look after yourselves, everyone.
Rudy, what are you doing?
Oh, God.
Hi guys, I'm starting a new trend. Instead of
I'm trying to get my own raid message going here. Can I?
Oh, Daxter. Thanks so much for the raid, man. Sturry.